because I am. How is everybody? I don't know. I can't see you guys right now. I have to wait till everybody shows up. Shows up on the live. Okay. The lights are weird, but I can't help it. They're always weird, right? Hi, you guys. I'm going to push this down. Well, maybe it won't go down. Look at this. Here I am screwing around with this thing again all the time. It's your birthday and you're young. Awesome. I didn't hear you say you're old. You're young. It doesn't even matter. Wait, let's go there. Yeah, I'm still wearing, happy birthday, by the way. I'm still wearing the same clothes I wore all week. I slept in this shirt. I exercise in different clothes. I put this shirt back on and I slept in it again. So actually I should wash my bed sheets probably. I'm just saying. Hi, you guys. Mississippi. I just thinking about you synchronicities. Oh my God, I popped into your head. You popped into my head. Stella. Oh my God. Okay. So you guys, I know. Oh my God. Okay. So listen, Idaho. I know Idaho. Milwaukee, beautiful. Omaha, fabulous. Freaky Friday. Not for me, but all right. Orlando, South Carolina. Awesome. I love all these places. Seattle. I know Seattle very well. For years, because you know it goes through to Vancouver, so we would fly into into Seattle and drive across the border so we could take all our contraband with us. You know, things like milk and potatoes and things like that. Vancouver, Scotland, awesome. Sweden, Colorado, Oakland, Europe, Louisville, Jersey. I know Jersey well. Yeah, cool. UK, love it. Boston, Melbourne, Australia. Canada, I see my little flag going up there. New Orleans, awesome. Florida, Atlanta, Philly, Texas. I love you guys. Oregon, Alabama. I'm like, oh, I want to go traveling. UK again, Virginia, Florida, Michigan, Ohio, and Illinois. It's New Hampshire, and Lexington. North Carolina, and it's cold as hell. It's cold as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. It's been kind of cold here too, but it was a little bit, I am early. That's Carol asking if I'm early. I'm like, yeah, I am early. I couldn't find my makeup right, so I've got blush on my eyelids, in case you wonder. It's just blush. I'm like, oh, I look too sleepy, blush. Glasgow, awesome. Bonnie, Scotland, yes. UK, San Fernando, hey, you're in my neck of the woods. Ottawa, Peru, that's awesome. Perth, Las Vegas, been there many times. Let's see, Highlands of Scotland, Muskogee, Wisconsin, I think, North Carolina, New Zealand. I love this. I love it. Toronto, there's my people. Oregon, Whittier. Now I know where Whittier is. Guelph, I know where it is. Edinburgh, Scotland, nowhere. Well, I haven't been, but yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so you guys, look what I got in. I'm so excited. I don't know why, but I just am. I've been sleeping with them because they're my friends. And I don't mean my friends that I've been sleeping with. Look, how cool is this? We've got, aren't these cool? It's not obsidian. Canada. This is so many Hoosiers in here. Off to the Great White North, right? Look at this. This is smoky quartz. Look at it. Gorgeous, right? I've had them all with me. Aren't they beautiful? So beautiful. So smoky quartz, Durham, England. I know. And just so you know, Paul is sending me my book files so I can go over the final edit and then get it ready in a PDF file. So it's going to take me, I plan to launch literally in April. So I'm going to wait to launch everything the 12th, the new moon in April, and, you know, or thereabouts, but the book will be ready. Yes, I am selling them. That's why I'm writing them. I'm making sure because I wrote the book. It's a beginner book on astrology. And I wrote it, I don't know, 20 years ago. And the way that I want to describe things is a little bit differently, but it's a how to read your own chart. Michigan. And thank you, Michigan. I'm the queen. Look at this, the queen. I'm not the queen, but here's the queen. Yeah, so it's a beginner book on how to read astrology. So for example, the way that I wrote it, which is just the easiest way, you can download a PDF. Like that's what I'm doing. I had Paul put it in that format so I can just go on and edit it. Okay, so edit it, edit the words, that kind of thing. And so the way that it's worded is, for example, if you are a Cancer sun, it will say, look at your sun. And so your sun is in the sign of Cancer. What rules the sign of Cancer? So that's the moon. Where is the moon placed in your chart? And then it will give a description. First house, second house, third house, 10th house, 11th house, 12th house, fourth house, whatever. So it's going to, I'm kind of doing it that way, very basic, because I think once you have an understanding of how to do it basic, I know I haven't touched the blanket, so I think Keith's face is still over there. I haven't touched it, but yeah. So Paul just emailed me this morning, and no, it's not confusing. Honest, it won't be. It'll tell you what to do. So like I did a diagram. I didn't. Well, whatever. I took a picture of a diagram and added shit, but I mean of a chart, and it'll show you how to read it. Very basic. You don't have to know. You don't have to be an expert. You want to know, oh no, it's the way I learned. I mean, you've got to learn by doing a lot of it, but it's awesome. So anyway, it'll be ready. Paul said he's getting it ready for the file to send back to me. Yeah. Did Keith like to snuggle with you in a blankie? Keith always had his little blankie. I napped with Keith every single day. Jason, I couldn't nap with. Jason was Mr. No Nap. He was Mr. He would lie down like this and you'd just fall asleep when he was like a toddler, even like a 9-month-old, you'd fall asleep with Jason. Suddenly you'd open your eyes like this and he'd be rolling off the bed and gone. Even if he was crawling, he'd be standing up like this and gone. So, yeah, I had to put pillows around him and I really had to hold on to him. Keithy would put his nose like this and just fall asleep. And me and Keith would nap every afternoon. It was delicious. He was a delicious baby. Jason was, no, we called Jason Mr. No Nap and Mr. No Sleep. Did not sleep for the first 2 years of his life more than 2 hours at a time. You should have children if you want them. Jason never slept. Jason doesn't sleep. Jason's hyper as hell. Keith loved to nap. I love to nap. So yeah, Mr. Jason, I used to run. Yes, exactly. I know your daughter, right? And so what sign is she? Come back and tell me what sign. I used to run around with the vacuum around Jason in his little kid buggy, run around trying to get him to sleep, put him in the car. Oh my God. Anyway, yeah, hilarious. Okay. So Jason, I got bags under my eyes from Jason. He's the cause of the bags. Also the headache. And then, but Keithy just napped all the time. Keithy would fall asleep in a second. Keith would put himself in time out. Yeah, Jason's in Aries rising. Keith would put himself in time out. And he'd know you're mad at him and he'd go up to his room himself and shut the door and say, I'm not talking to you. And I'm like, okay, well, you're grounded then. It's good. Jason would be like, in your face, I'm not going to do this Sag thing. Yeah. Oh my God. Keithy loved to nap. Keith was great. Keith and I slept every day pretty much until he went to preschool. I would just cuddle with him and I could feel his little soft breath on my nose, which was the best. Because I couldn't get that with Jason ever. Like if you went to sleep with him, you were going to wake up because something was going to happen with Jason. Something was going to happen and whatever. Yeah, there's probably tulip in the blanket now too. So yeah, Jason was Mr. No Nap. That's all I can tell you. We just woke up from a nap and she's 16 months old, Sagittarius with Aries, and she's asleep. Wow. That's awesome. Sag sun, Gemini daughter, both Virgo moon, both psychic. Happy New Year today. Wait, whose New Year is it? Or birthday? What New Year? I'm loving your my cherry blossom. You mean the blush I just stuck on my eyelids? This blush here went here. I just went like this. Ugh. And this is 2 combinations of lipstick. So what else do we have? Smoky quartz. I wanted to show you guys because somebody asked me about this. This is a selenite brick. It's in wrapping, but these are charging pads. You put your other crystals on to charge. So I thought I would show you. Yeah, the post office, Aries here, awesome. The post office hates me when I mail those because they have the prime mailing where it's like one rate and I can squish it into the box and they're like, she's like, we're losing money on this. I'm like, why? Do you have shares in the post office lady? 28 degrees Sagittarius moon. They'll have a hard time marrying you. Scorpio daughter. Yeah, well, you won't know what they're up to. Keithy had a Scorpio moon, and I still don't know what he did or what he was up to. Oh, yeah, that when I called little Doodleberry, I know, my Keithy, love that kid. Best kid in the world. Well, not the best kid. Good night. Take care too. I mean, because, you know, he could be a little naughty at times. I had one and that was enough. That's what I thought till Keithy came by. Keithy came by and I was like, I'm going to have that one too. Yeah, Keithy popped in. So it was great. Thank you. Yeah, Sag, Aries rising. Wait, Leo sun, moon, and Scorpio rising can be a handful. Yes, they can. My son is a Scorpio, same thing. No, you never know what they're up to. Keithy was, yeah, Scorpio moon. But that reflects also on the mother. When the moon, whatever sign your moon sign is, reflects on the mother. So getting back to the astrology, I've got a post office box down there somewhere on some of the videos. It's the P.O. box that I have. This is MAC lipstick. Mwah. It is MAC and it is Saint Germain, but I've got a bunch of other shit underneath. So I got another MAC lipstick. I think it's Pretty Please. I want to say it's Pretty Please. The moon affects the mother. So anyway, the book is, I'm going over the last part of it, but it should be good. Paul has copied it. So he says, so he said when he texted this morning. So that should be super good. Germany. All right. So that should be very good. And I think, no, selenite never has to be charged. Selenite and amethyst don't ever have to be charged. So yeah, and I have I just have 2 of these. People ask for amethyst. I literally only have 2 of these left. Look at it, sparkles like diamonds, right? Yeah, it totally sparkles. So I'm very excited about that. I'm still trying to finish my videos. Still, and it takes, I don't know what's wrong with me. Sometimes I come home and I crawl into my bed and I'm just like, other times, like last night, I stayed up till 1:30 in the morning and that's really weird. MAC is not cruelty free. Don't ruin my lipstick tonight. I just bought it. Amethyst and lapis. I'm sure it's not cruelty free. The fact that we have to wear lipstick is cruel. Okay, let's boycott MAC after I wear out these lipsticks. I'm just saying. Wait, whose son? Come back around. I need unscented. I know the chat goes super fast. I'll slow it down one day. I don't know what to say, but yeah, my daughter's Scorpio sun and Sag moon. That's the opposite of Doodleberry. You're the opposite. Oh my God. Okay, so I wanted to talk. Could you say hi to Logan in spirit? Hi, Logan. Oh, Logan in spirit. Sorry. Hi, Logan. I'm kidding. He can hear you. Everybody can hear you in spirit. We can't hear them. That's the fuckery that goes on. We are blocked on the side, so we can't hear, you know, wait, I'm having the worst time sleeping. Yeah. Oh, Logan is your son. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I mean, if Logan is in spirit, I'm sorry that he's in spirit. I can't stand that for anybody. I just hate it. I hate it beyond. But he can hear you. Mom, your mom just passed away with breast cancer. I'm sorry. That's horrible. That is horrible. What do I do? Exercise more. Exercise more. Celestine bracelet on your nightstand works for sleep. Hitting yourself on the head with the crystal works for sleep too. I'm just saying. No, you know what I drink? I drink hot water. Yeah, I've never been so tired in my life, and I'm not even doing anything. But I'm getting ready to go to the Grand Canyon. I can't say when because I have a couple of stalkers, so I'm not saying when. I don't want to give the Scorpios in my life a heads up on how to follow me and stalk me to the Grand Canyon. I will be with an Aries. Let's see, there'll be an Aries, an Aquarius, a Pisces, and I don't know what the other girl is. But anyway, there'll be a bunch, but I just can't. Yeah, I just can't. I can't. You have a stellium in Leo. You have 8 planets in Leo or points in your chart in Leo. Or fixed stars or asteroids, depending. Could have all of that in your chart. Scorpio's too cool to stalk. No, I'm pretty sure they're stalking. Aw, your son is an angel in real life or on the other side angel. I'm scared I would get lost. Oh, I'll probably get lost. I get lost walking to the grocery store from my house. I don't care though. It's outside. And I'm going to take, no, they are stalkers. I'm telling you. That's why I'm not saying when I'm going. I just give them a hint and then they try to figure it out. And then, I mean, I guess they could stalk me from my house, but good luck, because I'm not saying. But yeah, my friends do rim to, I'm not scared of snakes. I've jumped off many a cliff of snakes, many. I told you guys a story, the stupidest story in Santa Clarita. Stupid. Okay, so I go up this middle hill, right? And you kind of got to climb up the hill, like, it's like I don't know, it looks like steps and you climb up. So I get to the top and I'm always throwing rocks so that the snakes go like this. Anyway, I get to the top and I'm like stepping, back of my head, I'm stepping up like this. My son is in spirit, Michael. Oh, hi, Michael. I'm sorry about your son, but we're saying hi to Michael here. We're saying, let's see, yes, he passed a year ago on December 18th. Oh, that's Keithy's birthday. I know, that's horrible. I don't think, I mean, people go, oh, you have a lesson to learn. I'm here to say fuck off to that. There's no lesson I'm learning from my son being dead, except that I'm stuck here and he's over there. That's the lesson I'm learning. What's wrong with Scorpios? Well, my Scorpios are stalkers. Scorpios are kind of stalkers. You know, all stalkers are scary. I pull in Scorpio stalkers. So, you know, I got a couple on the back burner over there. July 2019, so many people lost their children. Yeah, I just don't even know what to say. Of course, Tauruses can have psychic abilities. Anybody can have psychic abilities. Yeah, it's horrible when a child dies. Nothing has ever bothered me in my life. I could give a shit less. I mean, if my partner died, I'd be sad. If my parents, but I feel nothing. But when Keith died, that was just unbelievable. So any child of anybody's dying is a huge problem for me to handle. So I'm not that good at it. I don't want to be good at it. And I haven't learned a lesson from it, except that unfortunately I'm still here. That's the lesson I learned. Keith is back in the blanket. And my son is making guest appearances in a blanket on my show. There's that. Yeah, no, don't take the COVID test in your mouth. I had to do it for MTV at Christmas when I was doing MTV. And of course, listen to this one. So I'm doing The Hills on MTV and they're coming to my house. So I really don't give a shit if they're wearing masks. Like, I don't fucking care, right? So anyway, they're like, no, for the studios, you have to get tested, whatever. So I go down, I get tested, and I tell the girl that's making the test, I'm like, yeah, I'm only going to do the mouth. You can't do anything up my nose. Like, no, I don't think so. Anyway, so they did the mouth swab and it came back negative, of course, because, you know, and then guess who gets caught by the paparazzi without their masks on and shuts down production? It wasn't me. It was them. The cast was out drinking and yahooing without their masks on. And, self-harm. Okay, so good versus good. If you're listening, if your child is starting to do self-harm, you mean like cutting? So that's a reaction to something, and maybe that should be explored. So there's a trauma base back there. It can also be like bipolar, whatever, but there's something that triggers it in. Do you hear? I heard about Eddie Van Halen, of course. Who the hell didn't? Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I did. That was sarcasm. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'm sorry some brothers are just horrible. Yeah, this is actually blush on my eyes. This is blush. So I'm going to have to show you guys. I'm going to do that thing on my eyebrows. Not micro needling, but ombre powdered brows. Not yet, in a month. So I'm going to do that. So we're going to see how that turns out, because I have to pencil these in all the time. So because I got a hold of a razor plucker when I was younger and ruined all my pretty eyebrows. Aw, I'm sorry your friend passed away. No, not microblading. I'm gonna do what nose one burns. I'm not doing anything on my nose. I'm doing ombre brows. They're ombre brows. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't. Ombre powder, thank you. Yes, that's what I'm doing. And so I hope that they turn out okay. Pluto in the fourth house, yes. So is Taurus and Scorpio compatible? It depends on the people. They're oppositions. So Taurus and Scorpio are 6 months apart. Tattoos on the eyebrows. Yeah, but with the ombre powder, because I really have thin eyebrows because I fucked myself up myself. You know, remember this, ladies? Remember, we all murdered our brows in the 90s. Oh, I went way back before the 90s. I started doing it in the 80s. I came out of the 70s with the cholo look. So, I mean, whatever. I was, you know, emulating that. Oh, you don't have breast cancer, honey. And even we all die. So I've been having this argument all day on Facebook. You know what? Okay, this is what I was going to say. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the beauty industry first. I'm going to say Carolyn Bissett eyebrows. I know. Wait, my nose is oh, no, don't. I haven't done a nose job and I'm not going to. But you can fix a botched nose job if you go to the right person. I mean, don't Michael Jackson it, in other words. Oh, you adopted a new baby. How sweet, little baby. You're having jaw surgery. Yo, I don't know what that's about, but good luck. You'll be fine. Oh, Palm Springs, my people. Who is Keith? Yeah, my son. My son died, and my son is named Keith, if that's what you're asking. And he died in July, and it really is stupid that he died. Oh my goodness. One death and one birth. Yeah, where is my sister's, wait, I don't have, where is my, oh, they go in different ways, but this is what I wanted to say, totally not psychic. The beauty industry tells women what to do with ourselves in order to be beautiful. So have long hair, have this, have that. That's why we all plucked our ridiculous, eyebrows off of our faces so we look like crack whores. No offense to crack whores. I love them. I have some that are friends. But that's what happened. So there you go. I'm right. Sloan, am I right? No. I mean, I wish you were right. I would never wear any kind of pants because I wear leggings and my leggings have a hole in the butt. And I realized that when I was out yesterday that I probably should learn to dress like a normal person. Because I was out in public and I realized I had a hole on my butt cheek with no underwear on. So there I am standing in a line with my ass hanging out of my pants. Why, you ask? Because I slipped down a hill and I just keep wearing the same pants because they were bloody expensive and I'm not giving them up, okay? I have a unibrow if I don't pluck. Yeah, everybody has hair. What do you think about alcohol? Well, that's pretty self-explanatory. Okay. So here's what I was going to say. I was reading last night on some of these blogs, okay, and these people were commenting, if you are somewhat like in the public on YouTube or whatever, and people write shit about you, don't read it because it will piss you off. So it's like midnight, and so I'm texting John. I'm like, this fucker said this. This fucker said that. I said, I'm going to make up a fake account and reply. He's like, you're going to be there all fucking night. So I was like, oh my God. Okay. So anyway, these were some of the questions I thought I would answer for the idiots on this blog, you know. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm sure you did guess that I was wearing camo pants, I think, or whatever I was wearing. I know my feet fans. Yes, those people. Yeah, the weirdos. I mean, I'm sorry, my nice fans, my perverts, the perverts. Okay. So anyway, some of the questions were, some of the people on the blog, camo cargo. Yes. And those are still leggings, but I bought like 12 pairs and okay. Yeah, I am live right now. All right. So here's what happened here. This is so weird. My book will be on my website and it'll be downloadable in PDF form. I may do some hard copies. I'll have to go get them made. I haven't made them yet. I'm just waiting for the file because I have to re-edit and then it'll go right off the Word, but I didn't have time to type it. So Paul offered to help, which is so great. I don't know what I would do without Paul. And I'm having a new assistant come in. I'm not telling you who she is till she tells me what name she wants to use. Okay, so here's the thing. A lot of people on the blog were saying, you know, if somebody's psychic, celebrities aren't going to come to them. Okay. Now that's a very weird statement because people who need to speak go to whomever they can speak to, communicate. So when you're talking about saying something like celebrities wouldn't bother to go to like some bitch in, you know, the San Fernando Valley or some bitch in Florida or whatever. When you say that, you're saying that they're more special and more important than you or than your parents or whoever. So it's not the case. It's really not the case. What it is they go to where they can be heard. I'm going to try to do all of that. First, I'm just going to get it out there the best I can. So when somebody crosses over or dies, they're going to come through to whoever. I have not changed the blanket from the other night when he showed up. When I went to the smokehouse, he showed up. So, yeah, they have no, they don't understand. Oh, trying to cross my legs in my ripped pants. Lest I get up and bend over for you and you see what kind of a rotten dresser I am. I don't know what I'd do if I actually like had clothes to wear. I'd have to wear them. Yeah, the smokehouse, the garlic bread. We ordered extra garlic bread and I forgot to take the extra garlic bread again. This has now happened 3 times. Keithy was 24. Okay, so anyway, here's the thing. When a spirit needs to communicate, they may talk to somebody anywhere in the world that they can get a hold of them, because time is what we do here to stay stuck, right? Meaning it's kind of a trap here. So kids, people, whoever has passed will go wherever they can be heard. That's what they will do. It's not a status symbol thing. It doesn't say you're special. People really have that wrong, and it's very aggravating when you read on these things. Yeah, Chester, and the reason that I channeled Chester, let me just say this, because some of them were commenting on that. The reason, this is what happened. I was just telling somebody this morning. The reason that it happened that I channeled Chester, and the reason that it happened that I channeled Chris Cornell, here's what, here's what happened. Okay, so the day that Chris Cornell died, I had 2 people that were friends, personal friends of Chris Cornell, call me within like the first week and ask me what happened to him. Why did he commit suicide? And at first, that's what I thought it was, okay? But I changed. The UK, hi, wait, hello from IKX? I don't even know where that is, but hello. Okay, so anyway, I had personal friends of Chris Cornell, as in musicians, asking me what happened to him. So it got in my brain, whatever. Then weirdly, it was Chris Cornell, and I mean, there were crystal videos, there was astrology videos, and then it was Chester Bennington, and then it was Lady Di. So here's the thing that happened with Lady Di. I was actually hiking with somebody who, on the morning we were hiking, he says, I'm going to be doing the makeup for Lady whoever, some lady. She was Princess Diana's best friend. And I immediately hooked into the energy. So that's actually what happened. And then Chester came through and it was very obvious what was going on. So that was, no, you can't worry if you have this stuff in your chart. That's like saying, you know, I'm blonde. Should I worry? No, because you're blonde. So why worry? So Princess Di came through, and really, when you're picking up on energy of things, I know she was killed, but it really has nothing to do with your status on earth. You are not special. You are not special. You are not better than. A celebrity is not better than you. The Queen is not better. Free Scotland. That's fucking right. Anyway, the Queen is not better than you. None of this is relevant. That's all earthbound judgment. When a spirit wants to communicate, they're going to find somebody who can hear their energy or frequency, period. Now, as you know, and I found this to be the case, now I was a child, but one of my first and strongest experiences was with Ireland, was with Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix came to me. Now, this was in the early 80s, and I didn't even listen to his music at the time. As I've stated, I like the Bay City Rollers and Queen. That was where I was stuck, all right? And Led Zeppelin, of course. And having said that, Jimi Hendrix came to me, but there are many people like Jim Morrison, many people who are not, quote, psychic, channeled these people's energies, dreamt about them, saw them, picked them up, Saturday night. Sorry, it popped in again. People pick up, they go around. That's what happens. They're trying to get your attention, and sometimes they're in closer layers or closer dimensions than you think. So many people, there you go. You've had many dreams about Jimi Hendrix. People have dreams. It doesn't mean you're trying to be like some grandstander about it. The reason that I mentioned celebrities on my channel, is I do read celebrities in real life and have read them for my whole life, okay? A whole host of people that you want to call in the entertainment business well-known. That's one thing, but I've also read people that are not in the entertainment business and people who are, well, you know, in every other kind of business. There's that. Secondly, are you really at first when a channel's starting out, let's be completely honest, are you going to tune in if I say I'm going to channel, you know, Daisy Mae's grandmother from down the street? You'll be like, yeah, I don't know. See, Chris came to you. They're active at that time. Exactly. So for the channel, this is a public channel. So for the idiots on the blog I was reading, which I think was some Reddit blog, you bitches. Anyway, for you guys, I mean, people come to you, but I also do read celebrities in real life. So it's not that I don't. All of us psychic types read them. I think it should be. Why? Bobby. Wait, Bobby talks to famous people too. Do you think they turned off my super chat, these bitches on YouTube? Why? Why is it not working, right? Let's look. Let's look. Oh my God. And you guys, the new Mac computer that I was considering, what does it not have? It took away another port. Another port. That's right. Oh no, super chat's working. There you go. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. So, I mean, all of us, like Bobby, who helps me tremendously. Okay. There you go, Bobby. Bobby, who helps me tremendously, knows damn well she deals with celebrities too. We all deal with them when we're in a business that's needed, because celebrities are like regular people in that they have children, people die, they need private eyes, they have court cases, they got to hire lawyers, they got to get their hair done, they got to get their eyebrows done, they got to go get a gynecological exam or a gynecological exam or a prostate exam, right? No, that's what I'm saying, Bobby. I was talking about some blog I was reading last night, and they were making comments. The next comment that I found completely erroneous, and here's what I'm going to say. They poop and they put their pants on the same way. That's exactly right. We are the ones that give them false idolship, actually. I am no different than any one of you, with the exception that my son died, but for half of this channel, their children have died, okay? So I talked to, not half, but I've talked to a lot of people. Thank you for that, you guys. I've talked to a lot of people whose children have died. Other than that, we are all very much the same. We all get married. We all, well, not all of us, but you know what I'm saying. And we all do what we got to do. So nobody is superior. I am not superior to anybody. I'm not saying I am when I talk to these people. Obviously, on a YouTube channel, in order to get people to pay attention when I was starting my channel, I had to do something like celebrity-wise or public-wise. Or why are you tuning in? You don't even know who I am yet. Now I can talk about other things. Now I can do all kinds of different things because you already are here. But the truth is, thank you. Oh, thanks, Bobby. Thank you for that. The little green gremlin in those is hilarious. That's coffee this week, Bobby. You know it. I'm not supposed to admit I go to Starbucks. The problem that people have is they think celebrities or famous people or politicians or people with money or insert name, monarchy, people, government people, people in high standing, doctors, they think, I know it's beautiful. This is beautiful. And this is a flower that's opening. I don't know if you can see it. It's a spring flower, y'all. Nobody is more special than anybody else. Nobody. Hi, Gypsy. How are you? Thank you. Nobody is more special than anybody. And the fact that people speak like that, like you can't say something because you're full of shit, because why would somebody talk to you? Well, why wouldn't they talk to you? God talks to people all the time. Jesus talks to people all the time. Why wouldn't they talk to you? It's not like some kind of special thing. You're not special. I'm not nobody. We're equal. We can behave in a better fashion, obviously. Some people versus other people. Yeah. So anyway, what I would say is the other thing that really drove me crazy, like last night, my head was spinning like a corkscrew, la 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 la, like this, is when they say, oh, and you know, those psychics, meaning I'm one of them, those psychics, they charge. So here's the way I'm going to say this. Number one, a vow of poverty is bullshit. A vow of poverty is designed by the church to make you think that you need to give your money to them because they're not making money, okay? So the reason they're not making money the way that you see it is they're not getting a 9-to-5 paycheck. But the priests are living rent-free. They do wear Gucci belts. They have a city that's one of the wealthiest, the Vatican. I don't want to hear about vow of poverty. Poverty is a mindset. All things on earth are energy. Nobody needs to be more spiritual and be poor. How are you going to feed children, babies, if you have babies? You should give up your readings to not feed your children. I did this for a living. This is my work. So you can give people information. You can do whatever you want to do. And I've done many a charity work, as all my psychic friends have. There's all the time. As I told you, when people didn't have money, I traded for usually some kind of food I would trade for from people I knew, purses, foods, hair, you know, all of that. But here's the thing. If you're going to talk about psychics who do work, right? And you have a good point. I'll talk about the exchange in a second. If you're going to talk about psychics who do work and we should take a vow of poverty, here's the thing. The grocery stores should take a vow of poverty, and the farmers should take a vow of poverty then, because food is a necessity on this planet, and yet they charge people for food. You're not going to live without food. You are not going to live without food. I don't solve crimes now. I can't solve my own. I can't read my way out of a paper bag right now. But yeah, I have been. All psychics are brought in on crimes. Sure, they're brought in on crimes. People work with the police. People do all kinds of things. We pay to live here. It's a currency of this planet. But also understand, if you are taking from anybody, so like if you cut hair, right? If you cut hair and I keep getting my hair cut by you and I don't pay you because I tell you and try to make you feel guilty or whatever the case is, and I don't pay you, how is that balanced for your energy? It's not. So a vow of poverty is crap. Just because I'm psychic doesn't mean I don't have bills to pay, which you guys already know that. I'm not saying that. I'm talking to the person on Reddit who said it. But when they say it, a lot of psychic people are doing it for a living. It's the way they make a living. So like, you're not going to work for free. Why should I? Why should anybody? They shouldn't. Now, you don't have to over gouge people, obviously. And I guess it depends, you know, Naked Lenny Barbershop, exactly. Should be free for all of us. Exactly. Thank you for that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but people have that misconception that psychics and spiritualists, no, we're working. You are taking, not you, people who come for readings are taking part of our life force. They're taking part of the essence. We have to connect in. I cannot even, let me word it to you this way. Deanna and I were talking about this last night. We used to work with two guys, two coworkers that were men, and they could book back to back to back. I mean, 8 hours, every 15 minutes, every half hour, whatever it was, just back to back. So they could do an hour reading, then 15 minutes, then a 45, then a half hour without a break. And if they didn't have people, they were really upset. I can't do that. So if I don't know that most women are fake. I'm thinking it's the beauty industry. But here's the problem. So I get hired to do parties. As you guys know, I do wrap parties and things like that. I'll be there for 5 hours. So if at Christmas time, I'm going to do a studio party, I'm going to get hired to do readings every 15 minutes. That's how it works at those parties with a whole bunch of people. If I'm doing a party like that, I've done all kinds of parties. There's a great salon I do the parties for, studio TV shows, The 2.5 Men, all of those things. When I'm doing parties like that, I cannot function the day after at all. I cannot get out of bed. I cannot eat. I cannot exercise. It takes what I want to do away from me in my life. No joke, like not a joke. And it takes me about 3 days. Deanna and I are the exact same. It just cannot do it. this to the person on Reddit. Well, no, I'm just explaining, like, I'm sure because, oh, and they also sign on, I'm going to pull my bra up because it's bugging me. I'm not really even really wearing a bra. I'm just wearing something. But yeah, the person, the whole chat was about like, oh, now her live feed, she's just talking about whatever. Well, that was the point of my live feeds. I was doing it because we were blocked during the lockdown, obviously. Thank you for that, you guys. Thank you all for the donations. But during lockdown, I am just talking about what I'm doing and a whole bunch of everything in between because that's what I was doing. That was the point of it. So it's kind of interesting. I hate underwear. I really do. I mean, if these weren't so, you know, aged, I would not wear underwear. Like if they were cute. Ladies, don't make yourselves all big because like when they're little and cute and you're all svelte and cute and athletic, they don't hang to your stomach. I can't stand my boobs on my belly. I'm just saying. Not that I'm admitting that happens. I'm not admitting that happens. Oh, thank you, Cato and Bobby, for the coffee. Shit, I'm going to be all jacked up now. Thanks to Cato and Bobby. But you have to remember, when people are doing work, just because you can do something doesn't mean that you have to go around being in a vow of poverty. That's absurd. Why would you do that on this planet when the currency is money? I mean, you don't have to gouge people. You can be fair and still earn a living. And I was very fair and earned a living for a long time, you know, doing my readings at a certain point. After 35 plus years, I get tired, so I don't do it as much. But you have to understand that when you're doing the work and if you're going back to back to back, it's exhausting. It is eggplant emoji, exactly. It is all of that. I was reading something online. I was answering the questions though, because I think a lot of people think psychics are scammers and psychics are this. If I'm I may not be right all the time. I could be, you know, whatever, you know, I'm not saying I'm perfect or good or anything. I might be bad. But the point is, if I'm coming at it from honest intention and trying to help people, what's the problem? I'm doing the best I can, right? So to automatically assume it and then assume that spirits can't come to you because, you know, they didn't know you in real life. Well, I got news for you. I watched Lila at age 3 bring my father through, and she didn't know my father. My kids didn't know my father, and I left home at 14. She brought my father through by name. She was 3. So he went to her because she was right there, and she brought him through by name, which blew everybody's mind. Literally. So, I mean, and she's a child. She did not know what it meant. She just spoke what she spoke, and that's what she said. So it comes when it comes. Jason's the same way. Wait, you're a target. Oh, thank you for saying that. Yeah, I don't know what the issue. I mean, I'm sure you're not going to have everybody like you online. Some people are going to be like this, that, and the other. But this is another point. I know Lila was a damn good little medium when she was little. She brought him through. She's meant to be a healer, that little girl. I know it's lame. I never read it before. I was actually looking up something about Keith, and then I saw this thread about Keith. So of course I'm going to look at my son's name, right? Because he's Dewey. So yeah, he's been there for a couple of days. He made the face a couple of days ago. But the issue that we have in our society, because there are a lot of scammers that do this work, and there are a lot of people that come into it with one way of doing it, which makes, you know, people don't believe it. A lot of people believe the science. This was another thing today. So literally, how do I buy coffee? I'm a Lodi. Wait, is that what you said? How do I buy coffee? You go, no trail trolls. Hi, Ashley. God, I just yawned. Hi, Ashley. How are you? No trail trolls this morning. I crept out, I slept in, and then I crept on a trail. If I see anybody I don't want to talk to, meaning if I see people I know on trails, I go to another trail. This is how weird I am. I really can't be around people right now. So I've got to go by myself, which means I've really got to go about 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, to get away, because it's no offense to anybody, I just can't do it. I just cannot do it. But, a latte. Did you say latte? I thought you said Lodi. Holland, tulips. Yeah, I don't know about that guy. I have no idea. No idea. the way that I would word it though is you can be very fair in your work, and you can tell with people, like, there are psychics that I hear publicly that say everybody has the same gift and you can do it. You cannot all have the same way of doing it, and because it's so individual to the way your body responds to things. So like the way that you run a mile, I might run a mile differently because of my leg size, my arms, I'm a woman. We are all different. So the way that we manifest our abilities is all different. And I have to point out, psychics that explain who their mentors were, as if that validates them, that's not a good thing too. If you have to tell me who you studied with to validate you, then I'm not going to believe you, because I'm going to think you were trying to get into the business in one way, and I'm going to be, yeah, I did rub the K off. I put the blanket out and then his face came back. I think I have a problem in the intuitive industry where they have to list all of their mentors. That doesn't prove anything to me. That means nothing, because you're born with the ability, or it transforms due to some sort of trauma. But you telling me who you studied with means nothing. It just means that you're banking off their name so that I trust you. It means nothing to me, okay? Because it just doesn't. I guarantee you that has nothing to do with a person's ability to do anything, okay? It really doesn't. No, even with astrology, you never hear me say, I'm certified all over the place with astrology. You don't ever hear me say it. I don't care. It doesn't matter. That's not what I'm here to do. You either like my reading or you don't like my reading. You like my astrology or you don't. And that's just the way it is. I either like the hamburger or I don't. Same kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, I did study with people for astrology, but that happened to be somebody that I lived with at the time as a boyfriend who happened to be a very well-known astrologer. So I didn't know that when I met him, and, whatever. And so it worked out that way. But I don't go around going, you know what, I'm a member of this, that, and the other, because it doesn't matter. You either do it or you don't do it, right? So that's all I can tell you with that. You really do. I mean, it's fine if you want to study, and that's great. You can name it. But there's a lot of psychics out there. They're like, I studied with master, da-da-da-da-da, all the way down. I never trust that. I don't trust that. I don't care who you studied with. Can you do the job at hand? Either yes or no. I know, right? Yes, it is dumb. It's a way of saying they're trying to put, now this is also another contention I have, but this is just personal opinion. This is another contention that I have, is they're trying to put the intuitive world, which is completely artistic to me. I've never seen it as traditionally 9 to 5 or in brackets. It's very open-ended and it cannot be contained. So to describe it in a way that is contained is to try to make it fit in a mold that exists for day-to-day work. And that doesn't work for me. That just doesn't work for me. Thank you so much for that, you guys. Thank you. Trying to make the art. Yes, trying to make everything corporate. It's not. It comes from the soul, period. It comes from God, and it has nothing to do with corporate, with the exception that there should be exchange of, money or haircut for reading, purse for reading, or whatever. Anything. Reiki master, when done, I asked her, did I really need to awaken opening? She smiled with a grin. Okay, wait, I don't understand that. Tell me. Wait, what does that mean? No, I don't think they can, but they go to study. And I mean, if you're already psychic, you can open yourself up, of course. It just means your sun, moon, and rising is in Taurus. If you are, yeah, I can't speak about it till I speak to her, because we all, are just doing whatever we're doing. But yeah, us psychic types, we get bombarded, so we don't. Yeah, that's why you can't book on my site right now. Not because I'm so popular, I'm booked up. I'm not. I wouldn't. No. I just don't want the obligation of having to read until I'm fully ready to do what I need to do the way I need to do it. So that's how I would word it. I mean, I know people get really mad at me when I say that, but it's true. Not saying, I don't even know what you're saying. Thank you for that. Wait, hold on a second. I'm not, wait, okay. Oh my God, Libra and Scorpio. Scorpio. No, I'm not a guru. I'm just a person who's lived this life. I have life experience. That's all I have. That's the only thing I have. And that reminds me, that was another thing that was said on this fucked up forum that I can't yeah, totally. Psychic attacks over the phone. Some people call you just to fuck with you, by the way, and to take your energy. Don't see it or know why. Well, psychic gossip, exactly. One of the things that was said on the forum as well, what the heck was I gonna say? Oh, when reading the videos, oh, I think she's just making up a story and talking. Well, when you read somebody's life intuitively, you are speaking a path of the life. It's an expression which could be conceived as a story, right? It could be, I mean, that's what you're doing. You're actually in the midst of, thank you for that. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry your mom passed away. Yeah, it's really hard. It's very hard. It's hard for people. Yeah, you can block psychic attacks. This is why I got a bunch of this and slept with it. This is smoky quartz. You can definitely block psychic attacks, but people are going to do them. So can you block them all day long? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm doing the astrology. I'm definitely, the astrology I love. Beginner astrology, I can kind of handle it. But what I'm saying is when people assume when you're reading, that is how it is. It's a story to me. It's a story. I follow a strand, a string of color, a string of thought, like a path down there. And I may go over there and I may go there. It just depends. It's a story. That's what it is. Valium is good for sleeping. Sorry. My birthday is tomorrow. Spring baby. Happy birthday, Jen. Cool. Yeah, Virgos are very psychic. Very, but it's an intuitive path I'm reading. So I have to follow it the way that my mind expresses it, period. And that's what I do. So if it's not the way you're used to getting, you know, readings or hearing them, I can't help that. But I'm me, and this is what I do. Aw, 7 tomorrow, so cute. So, you know, it's kind of like that. You just have to allow yourself to express yourself the way you do. And people are going to attack you. They're going to attack you. Fuck, they attacked Anna Nicole Smith. You saw how beautiful that girl was. They attacked her appearance, for God's sakes, as if they look like her, okay? Like, you don't even look like Anna Nicole. What are you making fun of her for? They do all kinds of things like that. And I do sleep with crystals. But yeah, so people, sometimes I don't think they understand, you know, what goes on, you know, in that, in the world of psychics and doing, oh God, sorry. I was up so late last night and then up early. Doing the psychic work is, it really is a path. It's not something you go, I think I'm going to be a psychic and just do it and bullshit. That's not really something you do, because over the years you end up building and building and building, and it's kind of like who you are, right? So yeah, I don't have an opinion on Prince Harry, except that I don't even watch it. I really don't. Yeah, there's Bobby, cute Bobby. 8, springy equinox baby, so cute. Yeah, no, it's a passion. It's also sometimes karmic, and it's sometimes what you're here to do. Just the same with the healers, the Reiki masters, hairdressers, doctors, all kinds of people have a path, you know, and they all do their paths differently. And especially with psychic work, you can't really say you have to do it this way or that way, because it's really not. The way that we access spirit is different for everybody. Everybody. It's just really different. Let's see. I can't even. Beauty gets attacked a lot. Yeah. Well, they do to women, and it's like really ridiculous. It's like, stop commenting. We all know I'm in my mid-50s and I don't Botox. So if you want to call me old, ugly, whatever, funny makeup, funny lips, whatever, it's all fine. You can do whatever you want, but let's just keep in mind I'm in my mid-50s. So let's keep that in the fucking front of your forehead when you're critiquing my appearance. Yeah, I don't know about the Botox injections. Yeah, Bobby, I told you not to use it. I told you not to use the Botox. So, yeah, people can. I'm just scared of it. No, I'm not saying I am or not. Beauty is always independent. I mean, I used to think O.J. Simpson was really cute. I can't look at him anymore because I just think, you know, you murdered your wife. So his attractiveness dissipates for me because of all of that behavior. However, it is in the eye of the beholder, but even if the person is not beautiful to you, okay, whatever that means, does not mean that you should think that it's okay for you to speak that just because they're on YouTube or on TV or whatever, you know. Yes, evil inside, right, Bobby? Shit. You don't have a right to actually, if you don't have a right to bring up somebody's gender, meaning like, you know, you can't have the job because you're a woman. You can't have the job because you're whatever skin color. You can't have the job because whatever. Then what makes you think it's okay to critique the way that they look to their face? Why is that not held in the same problem? It's weird. It's weird to me. It's like, so you can't, you know, you can't walk up to someone and go, my God, your boobs are so big, or your ass is so big, or Jesus, how much do you weigh? I mean, those things in a work environment will get you fired. It's rude. But for some reason, when they're psychic, right? When they're psychic, they think they can comment on your appearance and mock you for some reason. And I don't get it. But they didn't do that on the Reddit thing. That was not it. They usually do that here. And I'm assuming it's relatives in my family is actually what I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's people. I'm assuming it's people. Yeah, it's Oprah. That's right. That's what I meant. It's fucking Oprah, right? But see, the problem is we think that that's okay. And even if you think someone's hideously ugly, the fact that you would have to tell them that makes you fucked up. No matter what they look like, you're disgusting for doing it. Thank you for that. Oh my God. Thank you, Leslie. No, they could be, but maybe the person is butt ass ugly and they won't feel like telling them to hurt them. I don't know. Maybe they're really smart, but they got a weird looking face or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who died and made anyone boss. That's the thing. I don't know. I just don't know. I've got also on my Facebook, if you're on there and I'm offending you, hard left people. But if I'm offending you, what I was saying on Facebook is I've got people that will argue with me for the sake of arguing their point after I've printed something. My Facebook page that most people are on is private. So what I choose to say on my private Facebook page is my private business. And I'm not asking for your bloody opinions, the people who are opinioning. And they're also very manipulative in their speech. And it all goes back to trying to say, you're selfish if you don't wear the mask. You're selfish if you don't get the vaccine. Then consider me selfish and get the fuck off my page. Because you don't need to be on the page of a selfish person. So go. And don't let the door hit you on the fucking way out, right? I don't go on people's pages. I see people say shit and it makes my head, I'm like it makes me crazy. I don't comment on their page. It's their page. It's like going in their house and going, you know what? You really need to take that wallpaper off the wall. Who the fuck does that? Get out of my house. Right? Right. Oh my God. I mean, you don't need to do that. Really? Yeah, you have mob clients. Yeah, no, it's not my clients. Okay, seriously, I think I have to, I don't want to take my turtleneck off. Moronic trolls, yeah. Here I go undressing on camera, y'all. Yeah, that's right. Because it is so hot in here. Suddenly it got hot. No, it's not a hot flash. It's actually the heat. Yeah. Oh, okay. So we're stripping down in public right now. I'm really sorry. I can't help it. Yeah, nosy belong. Okay. I have to take these off. Anyway, here we go. Oh my God, I'm suffocating. Whew. All right. So this is the pajama top that I've been wearing since I went to acupuncture. It's the same outfit that I wear in the steamer at acupuncture. It's the same fucking clothes. Yeah. And it's not even fitting well. And it's summer. It's really hot. So this is it. This is what you get. Now I've got it. Now it's getting summer. I got to work out again, right? Oh, yeah. You're wearing white. I hate white. I do hate white, but I wore this in the sauna. That's what I did. Does it? No, acupuncture doesn't hurt unless they actually like hit a nerve right there. So if they hit a nerve and it hits the meridian, then you're like, Oh, and then you just have to, yeah, that's my strip. I'm not even good at stripping anymore. I'm like, in Sweden, it's cold. No, sweet smell of acupuncture. Yeah, no, I stink. I was in the sauna twice, and then we fixed my left shoulder because it goes down, and then my hip goes up because of my shoulder, and my rib was out. That's all from hiking. That's all from hiking. It's all from hiking. And yes, I know that I'm looking strange, but whatever. It's so hot in here. The temperature got up to just 80 in here right now, so it's a little bit hot. I didn't think I was going to have to. I have on comfy pajama bottoms. I have ripped on leggings, ripped leggings. Bobby has a page. Bobby, tell him your information. Acupuncture really worked for me. Acupuncture really, really, really worked for me. Super, super worked for me. Oh my God, Bobby, I was going to tell you. Well, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later. I'm laughing. Anyway, I'll tell you later because I was going to tell you something. But yeah, acupuncture, I started going about a month before Keithy died, and to fix this shoulder still, always the shoulder, always my left side, always the feminine side of my body because I have a hard time with the female part of me. Really hard time. So I do acupuncture and the chiropractor and the infrared. And it's a new place, and I love them, and that's good. Yeah, okay. Nobody wants to see no mid-50-year-old woman dancing naked on a pole. Trust me, although I do have friends that do it, and they are quite cute, but I'm not cute like them, so I would never do it. You have to have a really bitchin' body, and I mean bitchin' when you're naked. So yeah, no. Again, no. Naked's different. Everybody knows that. All you women know naked's different. That's why we bow out frontwards. There, mission accomplished. I'm leaving the room. This is what you're looking at because this is the showstopper here, not the back end. Okay. I have no idea about Alison Dubois. I don't know anything about her. I know about the TV show, but that's it. I know nothing. I don't really know anything. I don't really know anything except about the people I know, and they're not all in the media. So my left side is the word. Yeah, my left side. That's a female side of the body, the left side. And I was just discussing that with a friend of mine yesterday. And I said, I get in a fight, not on purpose, but you know how men walk on the outside of the street and they guide you and it's polite and everything? That drives me bad shit crazy. That drives me fucking crazy. I'm like, what side of the street? Because I'm just walking. I just want to walk, right? So I want to walk, and the men are trying to be really polite, you know, and I'm like, get the fuck out of my way. I want to walk. Like I'm equal to them. So I know it's a nice thing, but I know it's polite. I mean, I try not to, but yeah. Oh, they say feminine. The left is feminine side. I have a huge hard time. So if Lila channels your dad, they could be hereditary. They might not. They might not be hereditary. I mean, Jason was definitely psychic, and Keith was definitely psychic. Absolutely. Both were psychic kids. Absolutely. Keith at different times. Yeah, no, I know. I can't, you know, I can't because there's a struggle. They're trying to be polite because they're taught that way, and I just cannot explain it to you. I mean, I don't mind it, but I mean, come on. At a certain point, I don't. Like, I can get in my own car myself. I'm sorry, I'm just not like that. So it's kind of lost on me. I know. A tomboy. That's what I am. Yes. Yeah, the bloodline. Bobby knows my bloodline now. Sagittarius Sun, Jupiter retrograde. Oh, well, there you go. Jupiter retrograde, your ruling planet. So it's interesting. The different men of different ages ended up, you know, doing that. But I'm just saying it's funny. And the concept of it is the men walked on the outside with their capes, like in Europe, when they used to throw garbage out the window. Of course, hopefully we're not running into people throwing garbage out the bloody window, right? You throw any fucking garbage out the window? What's that about, right? Oh my God, I don't know. Yeah, face condition, rash, meaning please. Rash. Well, rash can be little bits of, rash can mean different things. Bits of anger, bits of fear. So it depends. Bits of anxiety, which is usually fear. Let's see. Alison Dubras, the snockers, you mean the drunk psychic. I did see that on the Housewives. But you know what? She wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong in what she said. It's the one time I've seen her because I have another friend that does Housewives of Beverly Hills, Rebecca. And I don't think Rebecca was on that episode. I don't think so. But anyway, I only watched it because Rebecca does their show a lot, right? So anyway, wait, troll alert. Oh, is there a troll alert? Anyway, so yeah, I remember that with Alison Dubois. It was that Taylor woman. And she said to her, she literally said to her, and she looked between the two. She wasn't wrong. No, she wasn't. She looked between the two of them and she said one of them, she just blurted, that's, you got to watch with the psychic, just blurted it out. One of your husbands is going to die. And I forget, she said something like, your husband's going to die. And she pointed, and Taylor's husband did commit suicide, which was definitely a dead-on hit, but they pushed her. This is the problem. Thank you for that. Thank you. Let's see, because you wouldn't have them long. Yeah, I know. Well, I was going to say also on those TV shows, a lot of the time, look, now I'm getting cold. Maybe it was a hot flash. On those TV shows, suddenly it just got cold in here. On those TV shows, it's the producers will often set you up to be in chaos or to have to prove yourself, or skeptics, okay? So they will put the psychic in a position, they will do anything they can to make psychics look like clowns. Even if they give good information on these TV shows, they always I'm going out skiing now, y'all. They always I can't look at my pasty white arms anymore. They always say, well, we need to have a skeptic. And it's like, why? Why do we need to have a skeptic on every single psychic show? Why don't we just have a psychic show for people that believe in it? Why do we always have to have a skeptic? I mean, we don't have to have a skeptic when we're watching the Grammys and Cardi B when she's fucking that girl on stage or whatever they're doing. We don't have to have a skeptic there, do we? No. We have to watch that straight out. But yeah, pseudo-skeptics, exactly. So, I mean, what it truly is they truly don't want the existence of God being out there. Because if you acknowledge that there's nothing to be afraid of here and that everybody dies, which we all do die, right? So we all die. If we all die, then how bad is it, right? No, really, if we all die. I mean, Keith's death was pretty freaking violent, honestly. The way that Keith died is pretty violent. It was pretty egregious to look at. It was extremely difficult to look at my son in that kind of a broken way. And that is the way that he left here. But it was a total of 6 minutes. So he hit the ground and within 6 minutes was dead, according to the people around him. So that was that. And from my understanding, he didn't feel it. You only feel it when you come back into the body. So the manner of death can be quite scary, but I don't think Keith knew he was going to die that morning. So right up until the point that he died, you know, he probably thought he could get out of it because he's a Sag with a Leo rising. So he's like, I can get out of this. I can, you know, do whatever. But you're going to feel it if you have to come back into a broken body. That's for sure. But other than that, I mean, we all die. So it's really the manner of death. People plummet out of the sky in airplanes. People get murdered. People drown in swimming pools, drown in buckets, drown everywhere you can think of. You know, people all the time overdose. Overdosing is not an easy way to die. There's a lot of pain with overdosing because you are, you know, suicided. Yeah, that would be murdered. But there's a lot of pain with an overdose. You know, the respiratory system, all of those things, strokes, brain damage, falling out of cranes on job sites, falling off the side of buildings, window washers, whatever, truck accidents, all kinds of things. So they want to discredit, and I just ruined all my hair today from moving my sweater. The Red Scarf Club, exactly. They just want to discredit the idea that we move on from here. Because if you know that, then you really have nothing to fear. If you know that, right? If you believe that there's something after this life and people speak, no, he didn't. If people speak about it so that you actually know that you're not going to die, then you have nothing to be afraid of. You can actually live and you can actually behave because you're so sure that you're going to go on after this space. And if you are going to go on after this space, then you absolutely have nothing to fear. And if you have nothing to fear, you can be moral, you can stand up for things, you can defend people without fear of any kind of retribution, because even if they kill you, you're not dead. You're dead out of this body, but you're not dead per se. So it's just very interesting to me. They do love to mock psychics. They love to, one of my experiences, and I went, and I think I've told this story, but back in 2005, I did Jimmy Kimmel. I think it was 2005. And the little booking girl called me back, and it was probably a year later. And she called me back, and I think it might have been for a Halloween something. And she's like, yeah, we want to book you on the show. And then she called back and canceled me. And this is not a joke. She said, and I quote, she said, we can't book you on the show. And I'm like, but why? And she goes, because you're too attractive to make fun of. Did you hear me? You're too attractive to make fun of for this show. We need a psychic we can make fun of. So you see, that's why, yeah, Rosie O'Donnell would have been a good choice. I'm kidding. Anyway, that is why that they pick, that's why when you have impressions of psychic people, not so much now, okay, because there's a lot of beautiful looking people that are psychics, a lot of males that are psychics, a lot of females, a lot of little kids, all kinds of things. But that's why, well, no, the booking girl has to do what they're booking, but they really said that. I cussed her out. I said, I did. No, really. And I said, so you're booking, and they wanted to make fun of the psychic. So consider that in your work. When you are, I'm a ghetto mouth at heart, and I'm a tomboy, I'm male in my head, and all of those things. However, if I'm going to show up on camera, I'm dressed well and I'm articulate in my speech. They didn't want that. So what does that tell you about how they want to register psychics to the public? They want us to come across as all kinds of different kinds of crazy, right? Yeah, I don't know about her, but is she's good? Is she good? If she's good, it's good. Yeah, they want to make you look crazy, truthfully. Oh, they dumb us down all the time. We're supposed to fit in. That's what Ritalin is about. Make you quiet. Stop expressing yourself. Shh, calm down. Shh, be quiet. Stop. Cover up your boobs. Tape them down. Cover up your mouth. Take that makeup off. Cover up your hair. All of this stuff is designed to make us in a particular way. And it is a complete discrediting of psychics. Teresa Caputo, just look at the caricature that she is. Look at the caricature she is. Okay, I'm not saying she's not like that. I'm just saying, look who makes it onto TV. Look who really makes it on long-term to TV, okay? Remember, before her, I know what she is. I understand what I believe she is. That was a stolen show. Anyway, all of that aside, back in the day you had, when I started on camera, there were people, there was always George Anderson. There were mentalists on TV, but George Anderson would be the psychic back then. I'm trying to think. There was Shar Margolis, and there was Sylvia Brown, and then James Van Praagh. And I showed up on a show in the early 90s with Van Praagh and Sylvia Brown. And those were, and John Edwards came after that. I kind of came right in the middle. I was on NBC at the same time. However, when I had Keith and his brother died, I kind of stepped all the way back out of being public for many years. So I fell behind at that point. And John Edwards came up in the middle of that. So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. But they have, absolutely. I'm saying, but the way they still will set a psychic up. Somebody is driving me crazy over here. They will still set a psychic up. No, Miss Cleo wasn't a psychic. Let me explain what that was to you. Let me explain what Miss Cleo was. That was, okay, so back in the day, and I have a picture on Instagram with that, there was Psychic Friends Network. A friend of mine, Linda Georgian, was with Dionne Warwick. No, it was Linda's show. This is a true story. I worked with Linda. I was her assistant. And she stayed at our house in Los Angeles. I only had Jason at the time, and They used client stories of mine for several different infomercials. Okay. So the only way that she could find backing to get on TV, and I'm talking, I have pictures all over there. I have pictures of Jason on the set of that. I have pictures, Linda and I. Linda passed away a few years ago. She would be the same age as John. So she would be turning, I believe she was a Libra. And so I think she'd be turning 75 this year. I'm pretty sure she's born in 1946. So if I remember, it might be 49, but I think 46. Anyway, Linda used to bring her dog and they would stay at my house when she came into town. Okay. So she'd come into town, she would do bookings and filmings in Los Angeles. Long story short, several of my client stories were used on the infomercials back then. And then they interview the real psychic and the real people. Okay. So it goes back a long way. The only way that Linda could get her show on air, okay? No, but I'll tell you about Miss Cleo, what happened with that, because I actually know what happened with that. The same company that worked with Psychic Friends Network. Anyway, that was called Telecom Communication back then. But Linda could not get her show on the air, according to herself, okay? She could not get her show on air without a celebrity. See, the networks didn't want her to do anything without having a celebrity because people believe celebrities. So Dion was her client, okay? So Dion agreed to do it with her. So that's what happened in that capacity. So then they put it into infomercials and they made the phone line. That's the beginning of the phone line thing back then. So telecom communications started to do a new version of it and they hired 4 psychics. I don't know if any of you were out there, but I was the blonde one. There was a brunette one. There was a redhead and another one. And we were supposed to be the 4 psychics reading. And we hired somebody that everybody knows in the Valley, Mark Penfield, a good astrologer. And he was the consultant on the set. Okay, so he was a consultant like for the astrology and this and that. At the time of the filming of the infomercial, they decided instead of having the 4 women there, that they would take them out and make Miss Cleo one version of everything. The reason they did this is not because Miss Cleo ever said she was or wasn't psychic. It's that Miss Cleo took over the company name and the responsibility for the money because the company had been charged by the FCC or whoever regulates the phone company for the money, and Miss Cleo put the company into her name. Therefore, she had to be the person. So it wasn't even about her being a fraud. She really took a hit for herself because she could never do readings again publicly because she did that, okay? But she did that because they talked her into, well, she got sued because she became the owner of the company in order for them to keep making money, which they're run by the mafia. I don't know if you guys remember, but Linda was on Regis Philbin back in the, I had Jason, early 90s. Anyway, when Telecom, yes, Greed, you're right. When Telecom cut ties with Linda, even though it was Linda's show, she was getting threatened by the mafia back then. And she was on the morning show with Regis talking about that. She was actually talking about that, okay? She was literally talking about that. So even back then, that industry was pimped out to higher ups like the Teamsters Union. I might say it like that, but you get what I'm saying. A union mafia head kind of thing. So Miss Cleo became the figurehead for it. I actually kind of feel that she probably got manipulated into it and duped into it in order to appear on camera, but she signed it into her own name. She took full responsibility. There's no way in hell I would do that. So anyway, yeah, that's what happened. That's actually what happened. I was in the beginning infomercial parts of filming those infomercials because I worked with Linda. And I don't know Kim Russo either. Well, I don't know if she was a psychic before or not. She was doing a commercial at the time that she did it. And keep in mind when they're doing their commercials, sorry, my face is all picky today. When they're doing, it's usually unresolved psychic stuff. When they're doing their psychic commercials like that and she's speaking, when they were charging $2 and $3 and $4 a minute, okay, until the FCC regulations cut down on them, they have to appeal to people who are going to pay that for a reading, which means they have to kind of dumb the conversation down to put it down here, okay? So it's in that way. A friend of mine produced Psychic Kids and Chip Coffee and all of that stuff. So the way the psychic industry works, the telecom part of it, is where Miss Cleo got screwed up. But understand, when you were watching her on TV, it wasn't a show. It was an infomercial, which means it's a sales pitch. Like any infomercial you see where they're like, oh, look at my under eye cream. It's really good and this and that. That is a commercial, and those people are acting. That's actually, you know, what that's about. So that was a story behind that. Is there a celebrity who's not corrupt? Probably, yes. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there is. I mean, I have some lovely friends that are well-to-do in the celebrity who are not fucked up assholes. But they're not high-tier celebrities per se. Yes. Psychic Kids with Chip Coffee. Yeah, that was a friend, Julie and her husband, that did that. Yes. I don't know about Whoopi Goldberg. I have no idea. Halle Berry. Why are we asking about that? Yeah, exactly. Those are infomercials. So when you're doing them, you're trying to sell somebody. It's not like you're really doing a documentary or a Hello Singapore. Yeah, it's not like you're doing any of those. Sinus issues energetically are unresolved psychic abilities under here. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of the psychic shows. Spill the tea on Don Johnson. Okay, well, now that you asked me that. So this is coming from Mark Penfield's mouth, my astrologer friend. But apparently back in the day in the Vine Theater in Hollywood, Don Johnson was into the, into the boys club. You get what I'm saying? The blowjobs and things. Mark worked at the Vine movie theater, and he told me the salacious details. This is his words, not mine. I'm just repeating that. I don't even know if I should. But apparently that was the story back in the day. And Mark has to be in his 70s now. I haven't talked to him in a while, but he has to be close to that. I worked with him, 30 years. It's got to be 30 years. I mean, we worked together 30 years ago. I've known him my whole life. So this was, and maybe he made it up. I don't know. But that's what he told me. And he disturbed me because I had a crush on Don Johnson. So I was like, why are you fucking telling me this? And he was telling me things I didn't want to know from his perspective. Don't want to know. Then I was like, wait, what? And so I was like, wait, what was that like? I know, right? Okay, there you go. Did you find that out too, Bobby, about him? Yeah. Exactly. So naked Lenny, I know if somebody told me they slept with Lenny, I'd be like, if it was a guy, I'd be like, I don't want to hear about it. But then if they started to say certain things, I'd be, wait, what did you say? Huh? My ears are perking up. What? Okay, wait, he was still a good singer. Who, Lenny? Or wait, Randy Rhoads. Yes, Randy. I think he died yesterday. Is it today or yesterday? 1982. And I don't know if Lori did her interview because she should have told me. But yeah, Randy, 1982. I remember that very well. Don Johnson is who we were talking about. Wait, Philip Michael Thomas is gay now. Well, he had 8 or 9 kids, so I was going with he was gay. Who needs to prove they need that many children? But here's the thing in Hollywood. Okay, yeah, I doubt it's made up. Yeah. Here's the thing. I know, I just want to, at first I was like, stop fucking talking that way to me. Stop talking, right? But then I was like, no, what did you say? So here's the thing. Are they all gay, or were they gay for pay? Okay, gay for pay. In other words, if you do these behaviors, we'll give you a TV show, and then maybe he liked it. Maybe he, whatever. I think it's that way. I think it's that way. Yeah, Randy Rhoads. Awesome. I've got to look up Randy's chart. I can't remember his rising sign. He's definitely a Sagittarius, December 6th. This is for sure. And I cannot remember his rising sign. I'm going to look his chart up. I can't remember, but he's got a really quirky side, but that's kind of the, that's a Sagittarius. They're real quirky. They all have breeder girls. Yeah, that's what they do have, breeder girls. That's exactly right. Randy Rhoads natal chart. Let's look it up. Yeah, they definitely do. But who's gonna? Eddie Murphy's another one. I've told you those stories, and they're rebooting his movie. What's that about? Ectoplasm is the substance, apparently. Well, gay for pay, gay for play, gay for pay. However you want. Gay to get on TV because the executives want to do that. That's part of the ritual. That's what you're going to do. Eddie Murphy. Yeah, I had personal experience with Eddie Murphy. I can say it because it actually fucking happened to me. So, Let me see. Randy Rhoads, December 6th, like I said, let's see his rising sign. Mr. Rhoads, what are you? Oh, that's why he's so quirky. Aquarius moon and Cancer rising. Okay, pain in the butt for sure, but Cancer rising, and he was a fire monkey. He's a fire monkey like my Jason. Okay, those fire monkeys. You know, in Chinese astrology, the monkeys, them fire monkeys are sure fun. They're here, they're there, they're everywhere. Okay, so he's a fire monkey, and let's look at his chart. Let's just see what he had. Okay, of course he had Venus in Scorpio, 13 degrees off of Neptune, Saturn at 6 and his sun at 15. Very interesting. Saturn comes, so, and then Mercury on the other side, but out of conjunction. Interesting, in the 5th house of creativity, karmic responsibility to his creativity. Very interesting. Moon in Aquarius in the 8th house. So he really had a little sneaky undercurrent vibration going on there. Mars in, let's see, Mars, 0 degrees Aries and 20 seconds. 0 degrees, 20 seconds. Just Mars in Aries. So the way he expressed himself, it was almost in Pisces, but it was 0 Aries. Pluto retrograde, Uranus retrograde, Pluto on the 2nd house cusp, and Uranus on the ascendant retrograde in, well, not necessarily on the ascendant, but in Leo. So he was a late degree Cancer rising with Leo in the 1st house and crazy ass Uranus there, his moon's ruling planet, which is really interesting because he was a quirky guy. He would have loved astrology, believed in aliens and all kinds of things. Yeah, of course they know they're gay. How can you? Anyway, yeah, so that's kind of interesting with Randy Rhoads. He's a fire monkey, y'all. The Mars, well, Mars lives in its natural place in Aries, okay? I loved his hair. I told you, he lived next door to my hairdresser, and Lori was his best friend. And I mean, just Randy's all over Burbank is how I would word this. Yeah, is Bruce Jenner gay? I don't know. He's dating another transgender. I can't handle all of this, whatever we're calling it these days. I am a woman and I have a vagina, and that, yes, he did know he was going to die. He absolutely knew he was going to die. I know that because he talked to his friend. But yeah, no, he knew what was going on. Let me put it that way. There was a feeling about it, and he was about to leave the band at that time. So yeah, metal monkey. You know how you monkeys are, metal, whatever. Yeah. So anyway, Bruce Jenner is a very strange situation. Okay, so Eddie Murphy, when I was pregnant with Dewey, when I was pregnant with Keith, I was working at a shelter in Los Angeles. Okay, so I was, you know, working with the street kids, and I was pregnant out to here. And we had a young man that had been kidnapped from Mexico, sex trafficked out of Mexico by the mayor of Mexico, I believe. His mother sold him to the mayor of Mexico. Anyway, by the time he got to Los Angeles and was 15 years old, he suddenly had become a woman. Okay, he was a boy, but he was now a woman. So he was the kid. I'm not saying his name in case he's still on here. He'll know his name. But he was the kid that Eddie used to pick up. And according to the shelter and the notes, we had notes on celebrities that fucked kids, okay, or picked up kids, or gave our kids money, or came into contact with our kids, or gave our kids blowjobs, or wanted blowjobs from our kids, etc. We had a list of these people, celebrities, okay, or famous people, whatever. True. No, this is true. This is why I'm saying it, because if anybody hears this, I'm actually saying this. Now, I was pregnant with Keithy, had not had him, and so I heard from this young man that Eddie Murphy was his date for the night, because they would come into the shelter. I would have to check them for money. When they had money in their pocket, I knew they were turning tricks, so I had to, these were kids under 18, as I said. There were young girls in there that were prostitutes. They came into the shelter at night. They were 12, 10, 12, the youngest when I was there. They would suck their thumbs and wet their bed and then go out and sell their bodies to men, because that's what they'd been taught to do. I saw it. I worked it. This is what I did. This is what I did through both my pregnancies. Jason was in the shelter with me. Jason was a 2-year-old, and I used to take him on. He used to come, and the kids would see that I did all that. I was like a house mom, but I was an astrologer actually for them. Anyway, Eddie Murphy was one of them that this particular person said he picked up in a hotel room. Now, I said, what went on? Because me, I want to know, is it big? Is it small? What's it look like? I'm kidding. I did ask that with Don Johnson, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, what was it like? And then I heard, and then I was like, do talk. Anyway, apparently Eddie was very interested for real, hidden in plain sight, looking at this young man's feet as he was dressed as a woman, while Eddie took care of his own interests without actually touching the young man, but looking at the young man dressed as a woman with his whatever male parts out. Then Eddie would drive the young man wherever the hell he was going to next. This young man also took down one of the police sergeants or chiefs in Beverly Hills at the same time. If you want to go back and Google, there was a court case going on and he nailed both of these men. He told me that. So I went home and I'm talking to John. I go home and I'm like, oh my God, la 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 la, like this. And he's like, no. And I'm like, yes. 7 years later, Eddie gets busted driving a transgender woman home. He gets photographed with her in the car. And he's like, I was just giving her a ride. Uh-huh. Sure you were, buddy. I didn't really inhale it. I didn't really have sex with that woman. Same thing, buddy boy. Anyway, so yeah, I've been not a fan ever since then. And I think he has something like 10 children, something. So, I heard about that, but we heard about a lot. As I said, I worked in the shelter and there was, Roseanne Barr worked one year when I was pregnant with Keith, the early part of my pregnancy. And she had, I believe, one of her daughters or two of them in there. I'm not sure if she has one or two, but they were in the same place. And so she worked there as well. There were a lot of people you heard about. Don't think it doesn't happen. But it's not just them. It's other people too. It's businessmen. As I told you, one of the boys got offered work from a cab that was picking him up from the abused children's shelter to take him to therapy. The cab driver gave him money for a blowjob. Honestly. Okay? Yeah. Anyway, no, that's true. It's true. I'm saying it right here. You can come after me. I mean, it's true. And John knows it's true. And this goes back to before Keith was born. So this goes back 26 years. And no, but it really is true. I did not understand at the time exactly what that was about. One of Roseanne's kids was in there. She was married to the Ben husband, and then she had a little boy after that, I think. Anyway, I think one of her daughters was in there, or I can't remember, but I want to say that. But anyway, she was there at the time. And so I was pregnant with Keithy. I had him in 95 in December. So it was that year leading up to Keith, leading up to me having Keith. So yeah, I worked there. I did all of that. And I was like, There was, they also hid out Divine Brown. You remember how Hugh Grant got busted with Divine Brown? At least he got busted with a grown-ass woman in a car paying for a hooker. I don't really think that that's too much of a problem. I think that that's just a grown man doing whatever he does with a grown woman who's doing whatever. But Divine Brown ended up being hidden in there. And then there was somebody else too. Can't really remember. But there was a lot of stuff that, yep, I remember that. He owned it. Well, but he didn't, he went to a prostitute. However, he wasn't getting a child. I mean, Divine was, an adult woman, and she was closer to 30 actually, or something. Like she may have had kids, and she was an adult. So that's her choice for whatever reason. It's not a healthy choice when you're in that industry. Okay. It's not a healthy choice. It is not a healthy choice. However, it's not child rape. So when we're talking about child abuse and those kind of things, that's not okay. Dawn isn't nice. That's what I heard. La la la, I can't hear it. It just makes me go, oh my God. Okay. Yeah, but Liz Hurley, keep that in mind. Liz Hurley's husband, that now I know, I heard about him from one of my transgender clients. I heard what he hired her for. So, he was into the transgender women and cocaine, and there's no way that he jumped off that building himself. He would pay 10 grand a night for whatever. So there's no way he did that himself. No, not Hugh Grant. Oh my God, Liz Hurley's baby daddy, kid's father. the one that jumped off the building in Culver City, that he did not do. Whatever they're saying, that's not true. So anyway, he used to date one of my other clients who was, you know, a girl in that industry. Yes, Steve Bing. He used to date one of my clients. And she would fly to Europe for the weekend with him to go visit him. And she was transgendered and not fully at the time. And that's what he liked. So whatever that's about, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No idea. Anyway, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on. No, that's actually true. Like people come when Kobe Bryant was always cheating on his wife. I had the mistresses coming in for readings who I didn't believe at the time. One of them was an Armenian girl. I can't even remember her name, but she had pictures on her phone. For real, not photoshopped, real pictures. And this would have been in the early 2000s-ish, somewhere around there. She was with him. Another girl was with him. The two of them were with him. You know, Hugh Grant's mild compared to, oh, there you go. Hugh Grant's mild. I mean, what he did was just, he fucked a prostitute, you know. Yeah, so there you go. No, but it's true. I think it was Divine Brown, wasn't it? I don't really know her real name. Yeah, I don't really know. I can't stand Tom Cruise either. He makes me crazy. He makes me crazy. Yeah, Divine Brown was her name. But when you work with kids, I mean, Lori, who runs the shelter, she's got tons of stories because these kids go by way of people who abuse kids. So by nature, Mel Gibson to me, now Mel Gibson's girlfriend, baby mama, not his wife, the new baby mama, she was at a dinner party with a friend of mine. That's the whole, apparently she's really strikingly beautiful, but she's almost robotic in the sense that she's charming and lovely and all of these things, but she's got one focus, if you know what I mean. And I don't know anything about her really. Yeah, money does corrupt, right? Oh, is Divine Brown a singer now? I have no idea. Let's look it up. I know Miley Cyrus is a singer. Sorry, she's not in this conversation. Let's look up Divine Brown. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh my God, that's so cute. Oh, beautiful Keith. Okay, someone just sent me a picture of Keithy. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I was looking up Divine Brown. Yeah, I don't know, you know, when you work in the shelters, when you work in Los Angeles, you hear about everybody. As I said, well, I wasn't telling you guys this, but everybody knew about Kevin Spacey. People worked with Kevin Spacey. Cameramen worked with him. You know, production people worked with him. Nobody is surprised by Kevin Spacey in Hollywood. Nobody. And isn't it interesting that his two witnesses against him ended up dead? Isn't that fucking interesting? I don't know what Hugh Hefner was. I kind of feel like he was a CIA operative, but that's my own little quackadoodle in my head. Hold on one second. Divine Brown. We're looking up Divine Brown, right? I don't know what she did. I know she was being hidden in the shelter at that time. Hidden away. Let's see. I don't know. She's a Leo. My girl's a Leo. Okay, that's good. Of course, you got to bring attention to herself because she's trying to make a buck with some idiot that gets caught by the paparazzi. Oh, no, she's a Virgo. Why does it say, no, sorry, she's a Virgo. She's one of the Virgos, which is interesting. Let's see what she does now. She's kind of cute. I mean, she's not cute. She was in a fashion show career. Let's see what her career is. Oh, she is. Okay, she is a singer, and she's known for her 2005 Canadian radio hit, Old School Love. Okay, she's a singer now. Okay, she's from Canada. There you go. I like her. Okay, so that's done. Who was I talking to? Oh, yeah, with Kevin Spacey. Now, when you're looking at Epstein Island, right, and Kevin Spacey's brother, this is Kevin Spacey's brother, came out publicly and said that their father molested them. The mother allowed it. The father dressed up like an SS officer and beat them while he was sodomizing them. This was coming publicly on air from Kevin Spacey's brother. I'm not making it up. That's where it was coming from. So when you're raised like that, what the actual hell do you think that that's going to grow up into? And Kevin Spacey was the only person kicked off of Epstein Island. Seriously. Why, you ask? Why, I ask? Yes, why? Okay. Anyway, he was kicked off the island, according to the records, because, let's see, just like Isaac Cappy. Oh, did a really good job. Okay. Yeah, well, if you're going to come kill me, I welcome it. So do it if that's a threat. If it's an Isaac Cappy threat, please come kill me. I'm not afraid. Anyway, Kevin Spacey, when he was on the island, apparently beat the underage, dark-skinned kids that he liked, which I take to be Hispanic, but I don't actually know that they were, but the description was, and they were under the age of 10, and he almost killed them on the island. So Epstein said, dude, you can't come back to the island. So this is like Gilligan's Island. He got kicked off of Gilligan's Island. Who gets kicked off of a pedophile island? Who? You're already committing a heinous crime. Like, that's what I'm saying. He would beat them within an inch of their life. Okay. So Woody Allen on the island. All right. Liking the young Asian girls. Again, his wife is a victim of him. I don't want to speak for her. That's unkind actually, but really, I don't think she's too sick for Epstein because he almost killed the young boys. Yes, they kicked him off. They kicked them off. That's exactly right. Okay, so who else? Woody Allen. I'm trying to see who else I heard about on the island. Woody Allen, Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey's notorious. Travolta's notorious in town for causing filming delays with his playing around with men on the set, like, hey, baby, look at me. And he's into the men. What happened to his wife? I don't know. I'm really sad that she died. And what happened to his son? I'm really sad, but she's probably with her son. So I'm okay with that with her. No, Woody Allen. I mean, hi from Toronto, Canada, my people. Okay. So yeah, Mr. Gates, Will Smith. I've heard about Will Smith from one of my clients, but not with younger kids, with the head of Fox, and I don't know which head, so don't quote me on that. And one of my clients who would go away on the weekends with them. And he was a working boy around town trying to get into the industry, was making it onto some very big movies until he bailed on town and took off. So there's a lot of that goes on. A lot. Wife and son were sacrificed. Okay, who are we talking about? Pamela, who are we talking about? Wife and son. I don't even know who we're talking about. Let's see. Is anything in LA comforting? I don't know what you mean by comforting. I do like French fries and I like salmon. However, I like nature. So yeah, it's really toxic, criminal. Hollywood is crazy. The industry is crazy. I mean, I have many friends that work in the industry. They work in the behind the scenes, including Keith was working on accounting at FX when the head of that show, what was that guy's name? Louis C, whatever his name was. Keith is like, I just got fired because that guy pulled his dick out. Like they shut down production. What? Yeah, that guy. They shut down the production. That's exactly it. So even Keith has come under it with that kind of thing. So it's interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting. It is, Louis C.K., right? Or Louis K. or whatever the hell. Keith was working over there at FX, and I think they shut it down, if I remember correctly. It was right because of him. But he was on another show that was run by all women. And his boss, Kathy, was woman. I'm doing a shout out to Kathy. Genius in the accounting department. So shouting out to her, not saying her last name, not giving any hints away, just saying. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, Woody Allen is Louis C.K., that's his name. Kanye is worth 6.6. Brad Pitt, Johnny Depp. Yes and yes. Check and check. Checkmate. Check yes. Let's see. Leslie, yep. Okay, wait. All of you in the chat need to research. Yes, everybody needs to research, right? Thank you. But yeah, I do love French fries. She died in Chicago. Who are we talking about? Who was in Chicago? Oh, R. Kelly. Speaking of Chicago. Okay, so R. Kelly, they act like that is such a shock. That's not a fucking shock. That is not a shock. Everybody knew about R. Kelly. Yeah, the Keith's face been in the blanket since 2 days ago. I didn't change it yet. Oh, Naomi Campbell. Well, I think we all know she's not good. I mean, is she good? I don't think she's good. I think she's a cranky girl. I don't really know too much about her, except that she traveled to see John of God and took blood diamonds from somebody in Ghana or Kenya or wherever. Anyway, yeah. So the other thing, whose kid was it that just died? Hold on. Oh, yeah, the other, I'm not going to speak about it. I'm not going to speak about it because her son died, so I'm just not going to do that. I don't know much about Pamela Anderson per se. I don't know much about that. I'm sure she got abused in Hollywood. I'm quite sure. Beyonce's mother was always, yeah. Well, okay, Beyonce's mother was. This is what I'm not talking about. R. Kelly. Yes, R. Kelly has been a trafficker for the elites for a long time, a pimp for them or whatever. Let's see. Who? Pamela Anderson, she's beautiful. Yes, she was seen at the spirit cooking dinner. I don't know if that was just, she showed up at the dinner, right? I don't know. Polanski. Here's the thing with Polanski. Polanski got busted. Now, the woman whom he raped says that she can't deal with it anymore, so we should probably leave her alone. However, he left the country, and so he skipped out on his crime, so fuck him. He should be in trouble now. But Polanski got busted because De Niro, that cocksucker, yeah, Robert De Niro. That's a Keith face. I made that face because De Niro's so fucked up. Anyway, De Niro, who sits up there with his high horse, okay? De Niro was in Polanski's house with his other women under the age of 18, 17, 16-year-old friends at the time. And that's the reason Polanski got caught. Different house. I was trying to do, De Niro does a fucked up face, where he goes, whatever. He thinks, I mean, how did that guy ever get a job? We just, no, Oh, De Niro, please. On his high-heeled shoes. I know. In his little crotchless panties. Okay, shut up, Sloan. Shut up. Al Pacino. Now, Al Pacino, I have heard, is different. I don't know. My friend who worked with him on the last movie says he's very different. Now, Jack Nicholson, yes, it was Jack Nicholson. Yes, exactly. Jack Nicholson, again, I have clients that he beat up that were prostitutes, granted hearsay from my clients, that he beat up according to them, and then they had to pay to have their face fixed after fucking Jack Nicholson. That's what I was told. Also the same thing with Charlie Sheen. That's what I was told. Yeah. Hairdressers and psychics get a lot of information. Is it true? Is it not? I'm not claiming anything here because I wasn't there. I have no idea if Avril Lavigne is cloned. I had one client that worked for her, and I don't remember cloning being brought up in it, but she could very well be cloned. I don't know. Wait, M.O., I hope it's not true. What does it mean, Pacino? I heard Pacino was different, not partaking in that. I don't know if that's true or not. Pacino was kind of off on his own, left field type of thing. They're not all in it, but when they get to some state, and I really, honestly, where I could see the change in the industry is I can see it going back to about 2002, actually. That's when yes. Oh, God. Excuse me. Whew. I apologize for my yawning. It's Friday night. I'm exhausted, and I've done nothing. Okay, I heard that Dustin Hoffman. I mean, really? Should he be an actor? I mean, I guess he is an actor, but should he be? I don't know. Some of their eyes are weird. They are. Gwen Stefani, no idea. What's the big event before summer? I forget. I forget. It's the Saturn, Jupiter, I think. I want to say Saturn, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune. I don't know. I got to look it up. I can't remember. Don't remember. Let me see. I don't know where Britney Spears is. I don't know the real reason Angelina and Brad divorced at all. No idea, honestly. Yes, there you go. The Devil's Advocate. That was a true movie, though. That was very true. See the play, the seductive play in there? That was true, per se. Don't know much about I know, I always forget everything. Elon Musk, I don't know. I know nothing about Elon Musk. Biden trip. Yeah, I heard he tripped and I don't know. Selena Gomez, not sure how to take her either. Not really familiar. Like, that's not my thing. Kate Winslet, no idea. No idea. Let's see who else. I'm trying to think who else. There must be a lot of people. Well, I'm pretty sure. Well, Angelina. Yeah, Angelina Jolie is a perfect example of incestuous overstepping her weird ass boundaries. I don't know who did what to that girl, but you know, a lot of her behaviors suggest childhood sexual trauma for sure. Oh, did he? Yeah, I don't even know. And Taylor Swift, that's a true Lana Turner story. That's true. Johnny got that story in his head too because we actually did eat dinner, talk to her. I mean, without realizing it was her. And you could smoke in restaurants back then, which we all did. Yes, Meryl Streep. Yes, Meryl Streep is evil. Of course she is. You think she doesn't know? That woman got every movie part known on planet Earth. What? There's no other female actors that can get a job? Only Meryl Streep? Only fucking Meryl Streep, right? Only Meryl Streep. No. No, no, no. Okay. IGA Sage. I don't know who that is. I don't like Angelina either. Don't know. Don't like her. Okay. Whoa. Biden didn't trip. His leg goes out. Okay. His leg went out. Okay. Yeah. Don't know about that. J-Lo. $15 a day on strawberry lemonade refreshers. Okay. Cut that kid down on that. Don't know much about J-Lo either, actually. Not a fan, not a fan. I'm more of a fan of her movies than her singing, we'll say that. You know, no idea. But Jane Fonda comes from the same kind of family. Jane Fonda, her poor childhood, her father, this big actor, put her mother in the insane asylum, okay, in the crazy house, basically for hormonal issues, and her mother killed herself, took her kids away from her after a suicide attempt, and then she killed herself. You know, that's very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So, yeah, now I'm choking on this over here. Yeah, Jane was 12 when her mother committed suicide in the mental hospital. Hello, if you're putting somebody in there because they're depressed, maybe you should watch them. I'm just saying, you know. What do boils mean? Anger, festering anger. Lincoln Park after dark. I gotta put that polish on my nails. Yeah, Jane Fonda's mother. That's exactly. I know nothing about Meghan Markle. I didn't even know she was an actress, never watched her show. I haven't watched TV really in 20 years. The exception of going to a movie with Lila, but even my kids, I didn't really take them. I couldn't stand like Toy Story and that. The Lion King seemed like we're worshiping a bunch of men and the women are all absent, as Disney likes to kill off the women. What do you think we got out here? We got a bunch of men that are getting hired in positions looking better than women so we can erase women. This is how I feel. Jessica Lange. Yeah, I love Jessica Lange actually. But look at who Jessica Lange played, Frances Farmer. Frances Farmer went to the mental hospital and they lobotomized her for speaking. Basically, she had hormonal issues and they lobotomized her. They took the brain out of her head. What is that? They did, seriously, that was a thing. Yeah, the Outlander series, I watched it, but then I've given up. I can't follow a series too much. And then there's this other crazy one. Okay, oh my God. Something Point. Flashpoint? No, not Flashpoint. Oh my God, somebody tell me. It's got that guy from the farmers commercials, the guy that shows up with the commercial, I don't know, whatever his name is. And they're talking about dual universes. Yes, it's pretty good. The movie was so depressing about Frances Farmer. Yeah. Poor Frances, all she was a vibrant person, and she was like a man's woman. She could drink beer and play pool, and she was like a fuck you kind of girl. What did they do? They took her brain out because she decided to express herself. You got my wife and Outlander. Well, he's cute, isn't he now? Yeah, but now it's just gotten ridiculous. I don't even know what season I'm on. Behind Her Eyes was really good. That's actually true. Behind Her Eyes is actually true. They just threw a plot twist in there. It never occurred to me that somebody could take the, the ending of there behind her eyes. I won't ruin it for you guys, but yeah, so totally crazy. Yeah, Jane Fonda, interesting, very sad childhood. Very, very. Counterpart. Yes, J.K. Simmons. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Counterpart. That is phenomenal. But noticing Counterpart, I'm not even I haven't even finished the first season, and already they have people standing on lines waiting to get vaccines. I'm like, that's indoctrination, but part of it I like. Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi, Sloan, watching from Pennsylvania. Hi, you guys. Yay. Oh, my God. Sloan is getting so tired tonight because she knows somebody just sent me a movie. Okay, we'll see if it's a good movie that I can play on here. Hold on. I think it's a movie with little Doodleberry. Oh, no. I digress. Well, that's not even funny. That's so not funny. You know what? The man that you were talking about that fell, but his leg gives out, somebody just sent me that video. I got to say, I've just got to say, okay, I really honestly just have to say, that's not funny to laugh at him doing that. That's got to be very embarrassing. I feel bad for him. That's not funny. So yeah, it's not funny. I feel sad. He's like 80 and that's not funny publicly to have that happen. It's really not. So yeah, I don't think it's funny. I just was laughing when I saw it, but I actually feel sad for him. I feel Rosemary Kennedy was lobotomized. I know. I don't understand what they do now, though. A lot of entertainers for depression, they go in to get their electrical shock therapy. I know. I looked at it, but my heart feels sad for him because truly he's 80 years old and that's like kind of not okay. And the cameras are on you. I'd be mortified, and he just stepped up with grace and kept going. So remember, what's his name? Born in cancer president. What the hell was his name? Ford. Remember Ford fell down the front of Air Force One? Remember he fell off it? Wonder why his wife was an alcoholic. She drank nail polish remover. How fucked up do you have to be to drink nail polish remover? I mean, like you can, you got money, right? Yeah, the shock therapy, electric shock therapy on your brain. I don't think it's good. I think I don't know, re-regulates them, right? So yeah, what's her name? Betty Ford. She drank nail polish remover. She was drinking nail polish remover. She was sneaking into the bathroom and she's like, I'm gonna drink some nail polish remover. Okay, well, I will eat stuff off the floor. I will do a lot of things, but I draw the line at nail polish remover. I don't know why, but I remember a metallic or battery taste in my mouth. Well, hopefully you didn't do that. Yeah, I just can't. That's a weird addiction. Okay. Hi, Sloan. Why is there chimpanzee cells? Because they're turning us into hairy people. That's why. I have no idea. I haven't even looked at it. Look up JFK's sister. Yeah, they gave her lobotomy because they wanted to control her. So let's look at that in terms of mind control. How do we lobotomize people, lobotomize them, and keep them under control, right? Right. Interesting. Just saying. Yeah, electric shock, it's inducing a seizure, but the seizure is kind of ripping the brain cells apart and going back in a different way. So kind of interesting. He must have been a monster for her to be drinking that. Yeah, he must have just been a complete cocksucker. I don't know much about him. Gerald Ford, right? I don't know much about him. Is Princess Di alive? Well, tell her to come on out. Come on out, Princess Di. Come on out now. Yeah, okay. John Ramsey wouldn't give his son billion. Wait, did Bill Ramsey illegitimate son? Well, the only thing, it was a family thing for sure. Yes. I don't know why you'd murder a child because your asshole father won't give you money, and maybe he's not giving you money because you're an asshole. But having said that, I do know that this is never reported in the news. If you look it up, it can be found. But at the window where John Bonet, there was a crack in that window, right? In the basement where they found her body. Beside her body in the corner was a suitcase. The suitcase, I know what it was for John Bonet. She told me. She told me about the porn. She told me about the photographer. She told me all about that. And I said it before the guy got busted for it. In my video, I said it. That I did say. Anyway, they found the suitcase and a blanket with a child's book in it and sperm on the blanket, which they believed to be that older brother's sperm. So for some reason, he thought it was okay to jack off in a child's blanket with a child's book, and then they put it into a suitcase. I don't know. Why was that not all over the news? I didn't touch it. I didn't touch the green blanket. I left it. It's kind of teal, but okay. No, but that's what was found there. So I did a video on Princess Diana's death. They definitely believe she was murdered. Please, it's the royal family. That's why they have people tasting their food. They're not trustworthy. Yeah. Wait, everyone thank Biden for your... No, don't thank Biden for that. And I'll tell you why. Number one, he's not... You got to stop with that, you guys. No president is giving anybody stimulus money. It's taxpayers' money. I'm the fucker paying taxes. You're the fucker paying taxes. Secondly, when they're printing up all this money that they're giving to people that have no way in hell in paying it back, the kids, as in your kids, my Jason, my Lila, my Kenna, my Paigey, okay, and their kids, and on it goes, are going to be responsible for the deficit of finances. That's just math 101. Right? Right. It is our money. So I'm thanking Biden for shit. It's my money. I pay a shit ton of taxes. You all pay taxes. And who does this hurt? Oh, thank you, Californians. Joking. Thank you all for signing the gas tax over, because now the only people it's going to be hurting are the poor people, the truck drivers, and the people trying to drive to work when they bought a house in Palmdale to drive into Los Angeles. And now they got to pay triple taxes. Triple, okay? But Californians voted the gas tax in. Please stop voting because you think that it makes you a good person. I'm going to go over this again, and then I'm never going to mention it because I feel like I'm going to stab myself if I have to say it. When they were doing the ecology, do you have kids, DB? Oh, DB. Does DB have kids? I don't know. When they were doing the Save the Planet, get rid of plastic straws because they clog up poor turtles' throats. Really? The condoms in the water don't do that. The fucking masks floating in the ocean and in every bush I walk by when I'm hiking. Do the animals get sick from that, or is it just plastic straws? Because I'm just curious. Anyway, the plastic straws, all of these things, right? We got rid of plastic bags. So keep this in mind. 3 years ago, you could go to Ralph's. I'm going to talk about, yes, he was. I'm going to talk about Ralph's in California, or Gelson's, or Pavilions, or Good Earth. God forbid you should go there to buy your groceries. No, it's bullshit. Here's why it's bullshit. My grandpa married his kid's babysitter. Good God, that is not right. All right, so we used to get free bags from the grocery store that were thin plastic that we used for picking up dog poop, kids throwing up, muddy boots in the car, right? They said, no, stop. That little Greta, what's her name? The little mind-controlled one with autism, that girl. How dare you? That one? Okay, so people like her went all over the air and they're like, no, turtles are dying. The oceans are being filled, all of that. So what did they do? California's voted in a no plastic bag tax. Ralph's gave 5 cents out of every dollar to ecology or earth, or Save the Earth, kept over 75 cents for themselves, the corporation, having nothing to do with saving the world. And now we bitches are bagging our own groceries. The bags are thicker, therefore more toxic, and we have to pay 10 cents for them. I'm sorry, I'm missing the point here. I thought the bags were going to go away, but the bags are there, and now I have to pay for them. And I'm the bitch who has to bag my own groceries while the price of food goes up. Why does it go up? Because the truck drivers have to pay over $5 in gas tax. So your apples, hiking it up. Your popcorn, hiking it up. Your coffee, hike it up. Hike it up. You want green beans. They can't get it here on the gas. Diesel's too expensive. That's fucked up. So people who vote from their do-gooder hearts, like, I'm going to save turtles, You're never saving turtles unless you get in the ocean and carry the turtle out yourself and take it to the vet, because the government will never allocate their money to help anybody but the wad in their pants, their wife, their Botox, their children, their Harvard, their summer vacations, and John Kerry in his private freaking jet. That pile of shit. Also sitting on a plane without his mask. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to wear a fucking mask? I can't. I'm going to stop cussing. Anyway, I can't. See, Michigan, $2.89. $2.89. No, we're up over $5. I have to go get gas, actually. But why are we allowing this? Why do we do this? Why do we do this? Yeah, no one's giving me my own tax money. I gave my money to the government. The government decided that they needed to take part of my money and lie about it, okay? Why? Why did they decide that? They're not giving me anything. I'm getting back some of my own money. By the way, I just realized I put the money into the bank. Guess who'll get double taxed on again when it's time to pay taxes? I'll have to say, take $600 out of that. I mean, please, do you know how much, who's going to get nailed? Every driver driving to work is going to, Sloan needs a cat to love. Yeah, I can't look after a cat. I'd have to feed it. I'm not going to. But who's going to get hurt by the gas tax? Thank you for that. Who is this? Who's going to get hurt? People driving cars. Thank you so much, Sky. Thank you all. Who's going to get hurt? No one gets hurt by the gas tax, but the poor people, the people go on day-to-day job, right? $400 a month for your electric. What the fuck is that? I mean, what is that? I take 8-minute showers. I don't turn on the heat and I don't turn on the air conditioning. I mean, until it gets to be 117. I don't do either one of those. I have like a little plug-in heater. I turn lights off. I don't even play around with that shit. I don't even want to know. You can't even. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I have a little bit of like Canadian in me. I got to turn lights off everywhere I go. Turn the lights off because we were overtaxed way back when, right? There you go, 60 miles a day to work. But you know what they'll say to you, stay at home, pick another job. As if they're not making, ask yourself as public servants, right? As public servants, why are they billionaires and multi-millionaires? You are public. I am old school Canadian. Yeah, well, I am. I'm old. Of course I'm old school Canadian. You don't think I'm young, do you? I mean, geez, 5 more years, I'm going to be 60. Fuck. Going to cause trouble in my 60s. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wear a boa around my neck when I go out, my slippers, and I'm going to shoplift. That's what I'm going to do. That's right. You heard it here first. I'm going to shoplift just enough because they're letting criminals out in Los Angeles, so my shoplifting should not bother anybody. But yeah, no, I do. Trail BC, exactly. Yeah, that's how old I'm going to be in 5 years. That's right. There's no denying it. There's no trying to get away with it. There's no pretending about it. That's the fact. Can't stop it. Don't care. I'm closer to death. I'm excited. Okay, so let's see exactly. They live in $3 million homes. They have summer homes. Their kids go to the best schools. Yours and my kids, we have to work and struggle for that. It's terrible, but they're so rich. How are they public servants? Where'd they get this money from? Oh, from your tax dollars. And have you ever noticed you can pretty much rape a child, go to jail, set a kid on fire, like the guy that set his kid on fire for 7 years. You can do all of that, but you can't rip off the IRS without going to jail for many, many years. What is that about? What? Really? So we've been bullied into this life. It's weird. Very weird. Yeah. Somebody called me a Karen on the Reddit. Am I a Karen, y'all? Couldn't I be a Crystal? Do I have to be a Karen? I mean, come on. Okay. Anyway, it's Miss Karen, you bitches. I have 3 degrees, work my tail off. Great job. I know, exactly, right? And you got to pay all this for gas. Karen, yes. IRS is brutal. Karen, no. It's Miss Karen. It's Miss. But yeah, it's just really interesting to see how the government words these bills. And by the way, they're going to announce another tax hike in Los Angeles for gas money. Be freaking careful, y'all. Be careful about it for the gas money in Los Angeles because your gas money is going to go up like this. Let me see. I obviously need glasses. Oh, Athena, thank you. Oh my God, Athena, thank you. I always shout out Athena. Go to Athena's channel and look at her tarot card readings, y'all. Athena's tarot card readings are great. Scarily accurate, I might add. Scarily accurate. In my case, it was a bad day. I happened to tune on. However, on the good days I've tuned on, it's been scarily accurate as well, but just really good. So the information is accurate, which is a plus, right? You want a plus. You want your reader to be accurate. I'm Karen and you are Karen and you Karens are nuts. She's Karen with an I-N. IRS is the real Karen, right? Yeah, Athena Muse 1. That's what it is. Yeah, is that right? I hope that's right. Yeah, Athena 1 Muse. I said it backwards again. Every time I never put the 1 in right. YouTube beggars. Yes, yes. Well, hey, you know, I don't know that it's begging, but whatever. I'm not asking for gas money. I'm not asking for gas money. I'm explaining the gas money, right? The gas money. Oh my God. I know Athena's lovely. Athena, the number 1 and MUSE. Mm-hmm. Oh, somebody, there's a troll out, you guys. There's a troll, a troll, a troll. It's interesting, very interesting how people perceive YouTube and don't get it. Don't understand it. Yeah, he's a hater. I know he's probably a man boy that wishes he had boobies and blonde hair. Too bad you don't. I'm going to get in so much trouble for saying that. That's what you are, bitch. If you want to be a girl, just put on your girl panties and be a girl. Just saying. Yeah, so we have a gas tax coming up. We have, yes, check Athena's channel out. I know, well, that's what he wants. It's the only reason you're stalking me. How can I possibly be bothering you? You want boobs and you want blonde hair. I know, that's what I said on Facebook. I said on Facebook, step off, like Seinfeld. I'm like, step off. Don't tell me on my page. Like, no one has to, let's see, planet Saturn worship. I don't worship the planet Saturn, and I'm not really familiar with what they mean by that exactly, except if you're going into Black Cube and Saturn. But Saturn is a taskmaster. Yeah, he's a troll, all right. The trolls, exactly. Actually, when I'm begging for something, I'm usually begging for chocolate. So keep it straight, coffee or chocolate. That's what I'm begging for. Exactly. Let's see, nothing better to do with your life. The trolls, yeah. I don't know why you go on someone's page. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, if you think somebody's ugly or atrocious, why are you writing it to them or saying it to them? I don't understand. Saturn was so visible last summer. Yeah, it was. Saturn was huge. It was huge as it was going out of the tail end of Capricorn into Aquarius, which it's in right now, which I think it went into like February 12th or whatever. I actually have to look that up. See, I can't remember off the top of my head. Whoever know, wait, wow, never noticed a troll before. Oh, I get trolls. I get trolls in my real life. I get trolls in my real life. Some of my family are trolls, okay? Some of my friends are trolls. There are troll friends. They pretend that they're my friends, and then they gossip behind my back, and they're trolls, and they call me crazy, and then they don't think that I know, but I hear. So I have to smile fakely at their faces and wish them, I don't know what I wish them at this point, but I'll think about that later. Okay, let's see when Saturn actually, I think it was February 12th, or maybe that was Mercury going direct. I have to look it up. I apologize, y'all, because I forget. It was sometime this year, though. It went in. Let's see. Chiron and Aries. Yeah, well, Chiron and Aries is interesting. The wounded healer in the sign of Aries. So that's healing your anger. And wherever Aries is in your chart, remember, Eros is there. I never say that right, but it's there as well. And so that causes tremendous... Now, this is a theory of Brian, who I would say is my mentor, but no one knows who he is because he's a well-kept secret. However, I really, really honed my skill in astrology through him. He's come up, this is his theory, not my theory. However, I'm going with his theory on this. He started looking up the direction of the asteroid. I think you pronounce it Eros. I can't say it right. Anyway, he started to look up the theory of it. And then when it went into Aries, and I can't remember the time frame, but when it went into Aries, he basically said that was the beginning and the rise of narcissism. So that was, it's E-R-O-S, I think. Anyway, that was the beginning of the rise of narcissism, and it's in Aries right now. So Chiron, the wounded healer, depending on the degree of it, is coming up, right? Is coming up to the same planetary position. So there may be the struggle between those that are, quote, narcissistic. Yeah, there. ERIS. Thank you. I can never pronounce it. I know what it is in my head, but I don't pronounce it. So we could say we're seeing a huge cry in people's selfish behavior. Definitely. I'm just looking at my ephemeris. Okay, so yes, no, Saturn went in December. Then it popped back in for a split second. I don't know. It was worse. Saturn in Capricorn fucked my life up. Pluto in Capricorn fucked my life up. That's all I can say. So, yeah, it was the end of December last year. We had that stellium in Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, all sitting in my 5th house of children, opposing Mars, men, children, in the sign of Cancer with a direct Pluto square on the day my beautiful Keith died. Which, if you had known that, which I did know it, but if you had said it, you would have said to Keith, you need to stay in for 2 weeks. He never would have listened to me, but my baby died from that. So, I mean, it showed in the chart. It showed in his chart and showed in the chart. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Leos. Leos. Yeah, we got cat faces. We got cat faces. Cat faces. No, for the next 2.5 years, Saturn is in Aquarius. We have it in Aquarius. What do we have in June? It's hitting again in June, and then it's hitting again in December. I so forget all the aspects. It's literally out of my head today. This is why I can't read, but on certain days, because my attention is just, I'm very out of body. Virgo always wins. Let's see. Saturn. Nope. Nope. And no, I don't know. I can't even see it. Look at me trying to struggle. Yeah, Leos are great. Sorry, have to say it. I have to say it. Poor Avo didn't get enough hugs. Okay, I don't even know. Oh, is that the troll? Sloan, what is your zodiac sign? Leo. Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising. Last degree of Leo rising with a loaded first house with Pluto and Uranus in Virgo. So really, I behave like a Virgo. Yes, sirree, Bob. That is correct. Leo here, Leo here, Leo there. Yeah, Leo. I don't have any patience anymore, and I'm really fiery. So there you go. Yeah, every sign can be lovable or not. I'm just not a huge fan of the Pluto being in my 5th house of children and my children dying, actually. Saturn in the 7th and the 8th is karmic trials and balance when it comes to relationships. So, yeah. Exactly. Virgos, Capricorns. Yeah, Virgo here, Capricorns, whatever. Capricorns or whatever they are. It is what it is. I'm just saying I'm not a fan of it being in the sign of Capricorn. Yeah. Are you a neat freak? Yes and no. I am a neat freak until like I start not being a neat freak. I'm a both freak. I might be a bit of a hoarder, but I'm a hoarder for phone numbers and I'm a hoarder for pictures. So anything else I'm not a hoarder for. Thank you for that, Scorpio, Sun, and Ascendant Aquarius. Who's the savage? Which sign is the savage? I don't know. It depends. It depends on the combination. See, lots of Leos here, y'all. That's so nice. Lots of Leos. So many Leos. Okay, I'm counting down. I'm counting down because I'm about to go out and do what you ask. Go to the grocery store so I can bag my own groceries while paying more for the plastic bag that I can then pollute with, which was the point of the plastic bag ban, was so you didn't pollute. But now I have a thicker plastic bag with which to pollute. I don't pollute, just saying. More Virgos here, just saying. Yeah. Oh, Virgos are great. All signs are great, actually. Unless you're with a sign that you don't like, then you're going to nail that sign and blame them for everything. There has to be sign equality, you guys. Just because you date one bastard in a sign, yeah, you might not want to do it. Let's see. I see a face in the blanket. Yeah, that's the face has been there since I got the garlic bread. I didn't change it. Yeah, Scorpio's a hard sign. Capricorn, I like, many Capricorn friends. I like them. Capricorn's good. Cancer, I mean, many Cancer friends. They can be annoying. Capricorn can be annoying. Every sign can be annoying. Leo can be annoying. We can all be annoying. I don't know about Brad and Angelina, anything really. I don't really watch it. If I speak about something, it's usually my personal experience, with the exception of Kevin Spacey. I have no personal experience. Just reading the documents that were online about that. And I was like, oh. And then I do know people that worked with him that said all those things were true. So there's that. How about Taurus? Taurus is one of my most difficult signs to get along with. I have a hard time with them. But my mother was Taurus. So Taurus energy and that mindset can bug me. But on a whole, Tauruses can be very grounded to the Earth's energy, and they can be very cool. They can be very spiritual and very foundational of the Earth's energy. It's when they get controlling of my time, Tauruses drive me crazy with that. They like a schedule. So they're like, so what time are you going to show up for dinner? And then from dinner, we're going to go to, and it's like, stop. I can't make plans. Sorry, no. So Taurus likes to, yeah, earthy. They want their plans. They just want to plan out things. I can't. Mentally, I can't do it. Something wrong with me. I just can't. Yeah, nobody needs a personal anything from Spacey. Exactly. Worst relationship for me, Taurus. Yeah, Tauruses are difficult for me. However, everybody in my family has some Taurus in it. Sloan, they were talking. I'm sure they're going to. So here's what I was talking about this with John today. So here's the thing with the vaccine passport. So Canada won't even let me into my home country, okay? Canada won't let people in or out. What the fuck is that? Seriously, Canada says no and no. No, you can't leave Canada, and no, you can't come into Canada. What the actual fuck? Okay? What is that? That's like South Korea, right? Anyway, with the travel passport, so let's say you find a doctor to write you up a certificate that you pay him $500, you get the certificate to say that you've had the vaccine. Mark my words, they're going to know if you've had the vaccine, because the vaccine will mark something electrically when you walk by it. So they'll be able to tell, but they'll have to admit that they put something in there like a tracker or a substance that can be used structurally to do such, and they won't want to admit it. But they'll know who we are, the ones who forged the documents. Yeah, I'm saying it. Not getting the vaccine. Somebody called me selfish today for that. And they said that because, you know, even if I don't care if I get sick, just because I don't want to, what if other people get sick from me? Okay, I have to make that face because I'm not sick. I'm not sick. So stop calling me sick unless you want me to say that you have syphilis on your face. That's what's going to happen. If you're going to call me sick, then I'm going to say you have syphilis on your face. That's what I'm going to say. That's what the fuck I'm going to say. And it's the same thing. The database will show you who had the vaccine. Oh yeah, well the doctor will give it to me, but give it to not me, if you get what I'm saying. I'll pay for it. I'll be registered. The vaccine will be registered. I just won't take the injection. And then they can log it that I had the injection, but I didn't have the injection. So there's something else going on, is what I'm saying. I know, right? People, no, they're so rude. They're like, what if you get somebody sick? You're really selfish. I'm like, I'm not selfish. You're fucking selfish, okay? I'm taking care of my own. I'm taking care of my own body. That's what I'm doing, okay? I also do not eat Taco Bell. Am I selfish because I don't want to eat Taco Bell? Am I selfish because what? Why? So here's the thing. Warriors got to be prepared to be called all kinds of names. So I'm not even going to send me that doctor. Oh, there's many coming out of the woodwork. We've got to, I mean, there's many I've spoken to in California, interestingly enough, people who are doctors that are qualified. I love Taco Bell, damn. It's okay, you can love it. But what I'm saying is, why do we call people selfish for their personal choice? Okay, I don't call you selfish if you choose to go do whatever it is you're going to do. If you want to be polyamorous and live with 3 men, a goat, and your goldfish, I'm not calling you selfish. I'm just ignoring you because I don't want to live that lifestyle. If you want to, I don't know, push Pop-Tarts as breakfast food, I'm not calling you selfish, even though you're really killing half the population because you're encouraging children to eat Pop-Tarts for breakfast, fucking up their hearts and their diabetes, I'm just saying. Yeah, you know, I mean, what can I tell you? I'm just saying. Yes, it's a treatment. I know, because there's no virus. It was biochemical warfare. I can't anymore. I can't even and become diabetic. Exactly. But am I selfish because I say don't eat the Pop Tarts and the whole gang wants to eat the Pop Tarts? I have truly never witnessed peer pressure before. Saturn in the first house usually ended most recent last past life early, quickly, and by their own hand. I have never seen so much peer pressure for something, and it's just because all of y'all are doing it doesn't mean I'm going to do it. I've never seen this. It's disgusting. Don't call me selfish. Get off my page. I'm talking to the bitch that did on the other one. I blocked her actually, but get off my page from calling me selfish because I'm making a body choice for myself. It's my body, not your body. Somebody said to me today, they're like, well, you know, you can't just say no to the vaccine or whatever. And I'm like, no means no. And then this person was a man, and I said, you never go against what I say when no means no. No means no, whether it's your dick or a prick, and not the good kind of prick. Okay? So no means no. When I'm fucking telling you no, get away from my body, no. No, I'm serious. What's the difference? If women can go around saying no means no, when I'm telling you I'm not getting vaccinated, get the fuck off my page and stop manhandling me with your abuse about me being some kind of names that you call me because I'm not getting the vaccine. I don't have to, nor do I have to have sex with the guy that bought me dinner. Even if his dick is big and it's good looking, I don't have to have sex with him if I say no. What is the difference? Oh, just saying. Yeah. Okay. Thank God I at work. I missed that all. Yeah. Well, if you got the vaccine, that's your choice. Okay. You can do what you want, but don't call me names because I don't do it, because I could call people who smoke cigarettes a whole bunch of names. They're still buying and vaping, and you don't see me calling them names. I could call every meth head a bunch of names out there. I could call every whatever names. Okay. What's the point? Bouncers were born for a reason. Kick a fool out. Exactly. But I have such a problem with it. Somebody said, no, you can't say no to that. I'm like, I can. No means no. And when you say that to them, they're like, well, it doesn't count in the vaccine. Oh, only with the penis then, or whatever. Okay, sure. No means no. To me, it means no. I'm not going to smoke either. And like my relatives in Canada, by the way, which I found out from my cousin, but my 80-year-old relatives in Canada, biological relatives, they are on no medicines. They are in their 80s. Okay. They're perfectly healthy as far as 80-year-old people go. They actually showed up at their door and told them they needed to get a physical. This is in Canada. It's supposed to be a free country. That's not free. You don't have to get a physical if you don't want to. You do not have to do that. Why are you doing that? Who are they to tell you that? They're 80, they're fine. They're on no meds. See, you don't understand. Well, you do. Some people don't understand. Their whole game is, well, you're healthy. The health food industry, they mock it. Vegetarians, they mock. Okay? Everybody, they mock. Vitamins, mocked. Herbalists, mocked and attacked and murdered, actually. However, if you have high blood pressure, you're diabetic, you're applauded in this society because they get you to the doctor 4 times a year to check your shitty ass health out. No, you're responsible for your health. No human being needs to be on as much pharmaceuticals as they are in this country. Honestly, really. And you go in 4 times a year. I know. What part of no don't you understand? I know, right? If you go you go to your doctor, they're like, no, you have to get a pap test every year or whatever. No, I don't. I don't care. No, there's nothing wrong with my hooch. It's fine. I'll know when there's something wrong. I don't have to get a mammogram either. I'm not scared of getting breast cancer. Why are you putting that in my head? If you have a family history, I'm not talking about you, just so we're clear about that. Why are you putting that in my head? I don't need a colonoscopy at 50. I'm not doing it. Province, Vancouver, BC, British Columbia. I'm like Vancouver, British Columbia. They're in their 80s. They're on no medicines. That's supposed to be a good thing. The medical establishment wants to fuck you over for that. John never went to a doctor until he was 69 years old. Do you know what they said to him? We have no record of you. And he's like, yeah, I don't go to a doctor. Didn't go to a doctor. Had no need to go to a doctor. No need. No, I would never run for office. No, I don't believe in the establishment. I think it's all crazy. But John never went to a doctor until he hit 69 years old, and it was for a hip surgery. So he was scolded because they had no record of him. Are you kidding? Ruined all of my teeth. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Yeah, they just wreck things. They just fuck everybody over. Don't eat sugar and you won't need a doctor. Okay, I might need a doctor one day. I'm not saying I eat sugar though, because I do, because I love it. No, I don't need a lot of it. But it's interesting in the store because he had on, if a mask on. Okay. Yeah, you know what? It's absurd. All they want is money. That's all they want. Refuse colonoscopy, Pepsi. That's what I did. That's what I did. No, John never went. I mean, we were always, while we were raising the kids, I mean, we were vitamins. We took our own blood pressure. I mean, I don't need a doctor just to get $400 to check me, to put me in a system, to give me medicine. I'm not sick. I can't. I'm not sick. Okay? I'm not sick. I'm just not sick. Oh my God. Screening as lifesavers because of screening people's lives. Okay, screening. Well, if you want to do whatever you want to do, fine, but I'm not sick. I'm gonna repeat myself. I'm not sick. It's kind of interesting though. They do it. It's a system of keeping doctors employed. And what do doctors do? They're part of the establishment. They are given, medical reps go by and sell them pharmaceutical drugs. Well, if you get your patients on this drug, take this drug, then you'll get a bonus, a car, money, whatever. So I don't need to partake in that. I don't need to partake in that. Yeah. Oh, statins. Yeah, I don't need them. See, I don't need them. No one in my family needs them. We don't need them. Allie, what kind? Okay, I don't even know. Doctors get money for prescriptions. Sure they do. Why am I here to facilitate you getting money for prescriptions? I told you when my kids, I don't know if I told you, I was telling somebody, if you smoke and you get lung cancer, you won't know until it's too late. So what? So who cares? We all die. Honestly, who cares? The only people that care about dying are the ones that are afraid to die and don't have a spiritual background. Who cares? You already know when you smoke a cigarette, you can get lung cancer. Why do you think you should be going to a doctor? Stop smoking. I mean, if you don't want lung cancer, stop smoking. That's a given. That's a given, I don't know what to say. Yeah, monkeys say monkey do. Exactly. Monkeys say monkey do. Yeah, so there you go. It's none of us went to the doctor, but here's the interesting thing is that if you believe in herbs and all of those kinds of things, they mock you. If you believe in the afterlife, near-death experience, ghosts, whatever, aliens, they put you on psych meds. If you are too vivacious as a child and hyper and fun, they medicate you to dumb you down. If you speak out, they lock you up. Do we not get it? It's a prison planet? It's a prison planet. There you go. Prison planet. You can go get whatever medical stuff you want. It's about freedom of choice. It should be, but it's not going to be. I'm a piddly ass little Facebook, got people on my personal page calling me selfish. Selfish. Yes, oregano oil really does work. You're selfish. Really? And you're not, right? You've never done anything selfish, you pie thrower. Yeah, shut up. Oh my God, whatever. I mean, please. Look what they do. Look what they do. Seriously, look what they do to us. Remember back in the 60s and 70s? Oh, you want bigger boobs? We're going to put silicone right into your skin. Oh, it migrates. Sorry. You're going to die from a silicone ball going up in your throat. Oh, so we'll put them in a bag to poison you. Okay, great. Look what we do with Juvederm. Stick Juvederm all over your face. Oh yeah, it doesn't break down the way we said. When are we going to understand that these people don't tell the truth? They just sell stuff. It's terrible. Not all of them, but a lot of them. To say that, let's say they were brainwashed. I know, it's weird. I know, it's just, I can't even. I just can't even. And I don't even care if I'm a carrier. Hear this clearly. I don't care. You're carriers of things. If I can be a carrier, you can be a carrier. I don't care. I'm still going to hug you. I'm still going to love you. I'm not scared. Shut up. Okay? Shut up. Oh, not you guys, the people. Yeah, boob washed. Exactly, boob washed. Exactly. Well, look at, I mean, you can see. We don't feel good in our own skin because we're taught to feel really ugly about ourselves. We are taught we are not good. You can't have gray hair. You must wear makeup. You got to have, you know, a tight ass. You got to have a good body. You got to have all this. Well, if you've had a couple of kids, trust me, your skin is sagging. Some there aren't. I have a couple of friends. They look beautiful. But most of us, our skins, you know, whatever. So yeah, I know being a carrier was proven to be wrong. I know. Oh, anybody can be wrong. We can all be wrong. I'm just going to live my life the way I want to. I do sell merch, but I've got to get everything done and I just can't function since people hate me. I get hundreds. I don't know how many times I say this. I'll open up my website when I do, but I can't really reply to every get the jabs, 2 jabs. No, I don't think so. I can't really reply to every email. I just can't. I have mental problems. I can't sit still. This is my problem. This is why I miss things. I can't sit still. Oh my God. Some people are so lovely. They text me beautiful things. Okay, you guys, I believe right now I must go because I must go. Let's see. I do 24, 20, 36 hour fast 1 day a week. That's really good. Yeah, fasting is a good way. But see, they teach us. I mean, what is a TV dinner? You ever know what a TV dinner is? They actually put TV dinners in the supermarket and then put people on blood pressure medicine. It's like, well, you're going to blow up from the TV dinner, aren't you? I'm just asking. I mean, I don't know anything. I'm not a doctor, but it just seems like something with 5,000 milligrams of salt is a problem. It's a problem, right? I save every letter that's written to me and every guest and every letter and every gift. And that just reminded me, where did I put this? Oh my gosh, why did I lose this? Ah, hell, I did this. Oh my gosh, I can't find it. It was so nice. I got a coffee card from Portland, from Seattle, from Portland. Oh my God, I can't remember the name and I'm going to have to do it on the next one. Oh, hold on. Here it is. I found it. You just reminded me. I found it. Coffee card. Thank you. And this is from, and it's beautifully handwritten. It's from Libby in Portland. Look, she just writes beautifully. I keep every one of these letters. Every letter you sent to me about Keithy, every beautiful gift you sent me from about Keithy, my paintings, the letters, the kind words you said, the emails, although I can't read them all or respond to them all, I kept them in a pile. I've kept every single thing so that later on Jason can read once I cross over. Wish me luck. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just trying to get out of my body. I'm stuck here. Help me. I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here. I have under the dresser in there, I have all of the letters and so the kids, when Paige comes over, Kenna comes over, Lila comes over, Jason, I pull all of the cards out and I let them read through it. John comes over, I let them read through it. And then I show them all the gifts and I share the gifts, you know, with them. So, oh my God, Morgan, I do readings. I'm not doing them right now. Nobody hears me when I'm saying that. They're just like, do you do readings? I don't take a wait list. I blocked my calendar out until I am ready to read. I do not put people on a list and do that. I'm not taking that. I will open my calendar like 3 days at a time. And when it's booked, it's booked. And then maybe the next week I'll open, or maybe it'll be 2 weeks. I have to go with how I feel. That's how it has to be from now on. Anyway, Libby sent me a card. Luck of the Irish. Yes. How long you been fasting? Okay, fasting is good. Intermittent fasting, it's a good thing. Exactly. Okay. Wait. God, I don't even know what that means. Oh my God. I don't even know what you're talking to someone else. So I keep every one of, I have to, I can't let them go. The lovely words, the poems, the pictures, the pillowcases, the towels, the crystals, the beautiful three-dimensional, the moonlight, the crystal three-dimensional sculpture of Keith and I, the paintings, there's Bobby's painting, the other painting, everything that was done, beautifully done and sent with kindness from people who didn't even, my God, you guys didn't even know, like you don't even know me in person. And so the kindness and that, I kept everything. I want Jason to see it. I want Lila to see it. I mean, Lila does come read it. Kenna does. Paigey does. We go through stuff. So, and you know, we want to do that, but I don't even know what an amazing thing to do for somebody's child to have it so they can read the words. And the books that were sent, I just received a book in the mail. It's over there. It's over there and I can't read it without my glasses. So yeah, those are orchids. Lila got me those orchids and those are other orchids. So they're both orchids. But yeah, I mean, just the beautiful things. Like what a kind, I don't even know how to say it. A very kind thing to do, because when some of the words that were said were as if you knew my son, as if you understood, and just very lovely things, like just lovely, everything. So I've kept everything, not the envelopes. I didn't keep the envelopes. No, I didn't. Until like I read the letter, then I make sure to thank them, then the envelopes go. So I don't always keep them, but I have every letter you guys sent. My fridge is full of everything. The fridge down there is full of everything. So I don't even know what to say. It's just overwhelming kindness for somebody who's lost a child. And that, truthfully, I mean, yeah, really, really nice things. Really, really nice things. Super nice things. So you guys did good. I mean, what nice things you did. Beautiful things. So I'm so grateful for that. Now I rambled on about that. Most beautiful things. So yes, I will keep every single letter so that the grandbabies and their babies and Keith's friends can read them later on. You know, after I'm dead, Jason can split them up to his friends and whatever, people who still, you know, want to feel Keithy. So that way, there you go. No, it's so lovely. I was like overwhelmed. You know how distraught I was, obviously. We know how distraught I was. So I was so distraught. So just reading some of the beautiful letters and seeing certain things was like, that's amazing. And the kindness and the help with Keith's case and the help with Keith's bench, which is up. And I'm planning a party. So, I have to show this little Paige took this picture. I'm not going to like post it up there, but I'll show you the picture. Paige took this picture of Stacy, her sister, with the baby going behind Keithy's bench. And I'll show you the picture. It's a really lovely, like what you see when you sit on Keith's bench at night. And this is the trail walking behind the bench. So that's, Paige took this picture and Stacy sent it to me. Anyway, that's them walking behind the bench and it's like really nice, right? So, you know, it's a weird little park, but that's what we wanted, people to be outside, because Keith is not dead. He's actually more alive. So we wanted him. Lost my brother. It's yeah, I can't wait to get out of this body, to get the fuck out of here, but it's besides the point. Yeah, that they sent it to me yesterday. It was over down by the bench. So it's lovely. I didn't want to mourn my son. You guys have celebrated him. That's what it is. You guys have celebrated him. And that was, can you supply an address for us? I have a P.O. box. I will write it under this video. It's under my videos at the bottom of what I write. It's a P.O. box. So, yeah, I write it on there. But you guys celebrated my son's life instead of, you know, I don't have a definition of which. which. I don't have a definition. I don't define it. It was, you guys celebrated my son, and that was important. You didn't mourn him. You celebrate him, and that's what I wanted. So does Keith say what it's like on the other side? He does to Deanna, yes. To me, I don't feel that, but I feel him around. He's strong. He's strong. You know? So that's what I would say. Anyway, you guys, thank you guys so much. I just went on a complete, do you want to do all after, do you want to do, no, I never want to come back here. I just want to be with Keithy. That's all I want. Wherever he is, I'm going. He better not come back here because I'm not doing that. You can hang out with me if we're on a different planet. Oh my God, Jackie. Jackie, thank you so much for that. Jackie is going to be designing my merchandise. I have not picked the style of shirt. It has to be slutty and it has to be spandex. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, we know that. I was looking at it yesterday, actually. So thank you so much for that, Jackie. Thank you. Just got home. Oh, God. Another mom who can look at the pictures herself. Oh, my God. See, Jackie, now you guys, if any of you have kids that were murdered, but they call it suicide because that happens a lot with the police department. If any of you guys have that, look up Jackie on here because she has her support group. I guess I'm going to call that. She also a fellow Leo, does good work helping people, but she just got back tonight from helping another woman who couldn't look at the autopsy pictures of her child and it was murder. So then Jackie goes to help her do that so that she can, so they can, you have to fight for your kids when it's not written correctly. And so Jackie is the person that will help you do that. She's got support groups online for people whose children were murdered, like her daughter was murdered. And she's of great comfort, actually. She's a very good comfort. She understands exactly what's going on when it comes to that. So you should look that up if you have that issue. Because, and I will also say this, if you're struggling with what happened to your child, when they tell you your child committed suicide, I can only imagine what would go through your head. Like, what the hell? I feel like maybe there's some solace when you talk to another mother whose child's been labeled that way so you can determine if that's true for your child or not. So Jackie's work is in that capacity. So Angie, Jackie's daughter, led her in that way to do that work. So Angie and Keith hung out together too because Deanna brought them both through and they were hanging out. So Jackie, if you talk to her, she's on Facebook. What is Jackie's Facebook? Here you are, Jackie. You're going to get hit up with a bunch of people. What the hell is Jackie's Facebook? It's Pink Something Designs for her clothing. Let's look here. I think, I really hope it's that. Well, I want to say, is it, oh, that's not your actual, okay, Jackie, hold on. I have to find your, okay, it's this one. Here, I don't know, should I show this, Jackie? I'm gonna, there's Jackie's cute little face on her Facebook page. She's like, hi, I'm at Disneyland. So anyway, it's right there. Yeah, look it up right here. And Bobby, let me just say this. If you have a dead relative, okay, like a dead person in your life, Bobby is an amazing artist. She painted that picture of Keith off his memorial card and sent it to me. So yeah, there you go. Justice for Angie Facebook page. Okay, there you go. Not your personal one. I'm like, which one? Justice for Angie. That is Jackie's page. Do that one. I have so many here. That's the first one that popped up. My apologies there because I'm on all of your pages. Justice for Angie. Let me show you what that is. Justice for cute little Angie. And so we have this page right here. So you'll see it like this. Justice for Angie, who was murdered and the police closed the case and said that it was suicide, and it was not suicide. So this is, can you see this? Justice for Angie on Facebook. So when you look at what people go through on this planet, it's always so good to have somebody who's been through it who can help you. So what I found actually in dealing with people after Keith passed is a lot of the people that stepped forward were people that have had great tragedy in their life, people with tremendous empathy, and people who are probably very, very intuitive on some level and could feel it. So it's been very interesting. But Jackie will be helpful to you if you're going through that in your own life, because she understands what it's like to deal with the police. Bobby understands what it's to deal like with the police, to be able to get a case open because she works in that as well, as does Stacy, Officer Stacy. They all understand, because she's an officer, they all understand what it is and what it's like. And it's very frustrating for the family and can be taken very personally, but it's not personal. This seems to be like a thing all around. It really seems to be a very specific kind of thing that's going on in our society for whatever, whatever. So thank you for that, Jackie. Thank you. Thank everybody, you guys. Didn't they just open? Yeah, I have no idea. That sounds fishy to me. I haven't really looked into it. I should look into it. For some reason, those two little missing boys, I want to focus on that, but I almost can't bear it. I can't bear it. The two little boys missing out of Northern California or wherever, somewhere here in California. I can't. I think we might get rid of you-know-who-some. You-know-who-some. And Yoga Panty Man. Yeah. Yoga Panty Man. Yes, Oren and Orson, those two babies. Those two little babies. Yes. I kind of get a feeling they're going to come through. So I kind of feel like they must be on the other side. There's something about that, I feel. I feel like I want to talk about it, but I just don't want to talk about it, if that makes sense. Yeah. Who was Brandon Lee? Can I look him up? An actor, Bruce Lee's child, I want to say, and I don't know much about him. He was in the movie The Crow. That's all I know, and I don't even know what the movie was. Okay, you guys, I've got to go because I'm being stared at over there. I've got to go. Thank you so much, and I will be back. Just to let you know, we're about 2 weeks off of the astrology class. The book is literally, Paul said today he'd be sending me the file to do the final edit. So that will be awesome. And then we will go about our business. All right, you guys, I will talk to you whenever I do. Good night from Illinois. You all stay blessed and happy and strong and get coffee wherever you want it from, or don't. Okay, you guys. Mwah. I love all of you. I just don't even know. I don't even know what to say. Thank you guys, and jelly beans. My teeth will fall out of my head. Bye, you guys.